I won't cry when you're in the bass now, because when we say, oh, it's never bit about it. So, when you will be addy. Why? Esa na ubuntu no enye fesa. Na sika de sika de ye. Na so Yesu so masika eni yitirimu dem. Eya na Bible mu ka say the love of money is the root of no money is not the root of evil. The love you can't say opa dia. It's not even like just say you love money dia. The virtue is sika e obi bia wo wiase. Etubetime kum ni pajiska wetime kum maame dia jiska obetime kum yire kum kunu akum boyfriend girlfriend o bestie obetime kunu akum schoolmate akum colleague eda ko pesika you know the love of money and your money itself is not the problem. Money itself is not the root of evil, but the love no umesika ni di wutirimu dem di wanim kan say the bia do pesika the biano punkwa na unye sika dia ubedi nkofo nkonkosa ubetwa trato nkofo so ubeskimu ubeye trofo intino enalo pay medie de mekano no say yensusu ye no ntira kodwa ntwunyum no wasi sikadam intino amenkoshe se se nya kodwa biem kadaki na yesa na yesa the performance no et say yen dey to say a academic exercise na IRPP for ayen the academic exercise it be take your time bare 45 minutes near take it through yin na promises no deliverables ni na na ahwe ni na say et say ya et prof beba na of course lectures usu jwana as well say amedi nkomo on say legal issues bebre aba system no mu legal issues bebre aba system no afedi tribunal na ni yede enkofo kotum oyetimi de obi kwa yes we wieska okọ to 2 days tribunal na find guilty wensam ye pija no ye fa to prison na ko uka enkofo early 80s no enipa bebreba edwane efi oman mu na because of tribunal na enkofo mabusafo agu because of tribunal ene modern day Ghana President Mahama, who touts himself as the first president born after Ghana's independence. And then, one look at fat tribunal some asamba or my Ghanam. It be the encomo, said the city. At a chatty, and then go for a domutum sono, and ye bid the encomo. Of course, MPP internal reorganization sono, ye bid the encomo. Mamma and starting free at a chatty. At a chatty, any prison da. Na saa poem na ye mede no Germany ni bi na wo ye yesi na wo ye sofo kakra an wo ye sofo eno cho saa poem no na was the first they came it here go focus when they came for me saa in poem no but I think that actual title the first they came and what I say it would mean you so you know but the okay you said ye bechi Methodist for Ghana no me se me nkobi because menye Methodist ni mankasa why the bechi Pentecost for ye bechi omo bi se da bi me nkasa because me menye Pentecost ni ya bechi Mozama for yes me se me nkasa menye Mozama Disco Christian Church ni ya bechi Salvation for yes menye Salvation ni me nkasa ni cheche we se men kasa menya because be dey fa me ho afa ya che ya be che akwamesa fo koche wo mo sport afa de che wo mo sport no owo person bi kebi ma wo mo as ya che roman fo achi Methodist fo ya che Pentecost fo ya che Muslim fo ya che Salvation fo obi akọ it obi anya bi obi anke bi ama wo mo see something uyonko da ne woda na me tro article bi enura enna me dey through Facebook and Adam importance na be publish. I am very worried. We are very worried na me sure. Of course naturally me nsradie but me sure mo my Ghana. Me sure mo my Ghana. Na eye maniwu says animal ekoso under the presidency of President John Dramani Mahama, who touts himself as a communication person, if not a communication expert. Now, we be a communication person. Now, a name who criminalize free speech. Assembly obi bekabiano na omo di bia tare to say asem na wo kan no a creative fear and panic. Eti creative fear and panic ni ti dia and now ababa ye criminal. Minti asem no. Say me je ho say me ye Methodist ni, me Christo ni. Na me jira me ka say oh. Yesu Christo pe and ye fa no so e ko osoro ahemman mu. I say me can say creative fear and panic. You for so sabin krebo for so gidi say the holy prophet Muhammad and ono say fa no so e kwa osoro ahemman mu. Na me can say Jesus Christ penny kwa osoro ahemman mu a say yen me kan bone. But under presidency of John Muhammad ye obetima ka say sa asem na me kan ye no muntie de ye o. Sa asem me kan say Jesus Christ so pe and ye fa so kwa osoro ahemman mu no. And I'm saying, Mekasa, no, Cremoni be worth it. Mekasa, a man ye machine, I was saying that's why I make a creative, my creative and panic intimate my betchemy. That is the ridiculousness of that so called interpretation of creative fear and panic. It's a person, Mahama, Memumono. Who a woman yaso bear bonnet and sunny yachill. A woman ya. What target to say Betchewa, Obamia Betchew. President Mahama and the first president, what warning you call for say, I'm coming after you. President Mahama. Murefi, and nan wo kujina baby. Was it Signal Bureau for President Akufo-Addo Mamo equipment be it was no baby. Use na wo ka asem bia obia fo mobile phone na wo and say digital ayiba wo bia ne de ye betimi electronic device bia wo use bia no wo address bi wo so ebeti dey locate wherever you may be and they will come after you. The President Mahama e warn Ghana for say they wo be ye no. So don't be surprised. See ye chinko for and ye be on be chia. That is why I said say they are coming for all of us. They are coming for all of us as and on a walker. They can come for you about 1 year bonnie. They can go for anybody about behind your bonnie. This can't be democracy. And to me, I dare President Mahama yes say no. And yet democratic tenant and can democracy na ye practices say no. Sanya Maria President Mahama no enka ho eye wo ma despots despots omo mu ye cool no omo na ye sa ne meya asite President Mahama oyi. Are we having a despot ruling us in a democracy? Because enema wo ye no me de man hu ku ni na man hu bi. Na so ken kan ne ma uti abakosem a etise sa time na no de abai culture of silence and President Mahama person sande yeko, but we are telling President Mahama right in his face say you cannot cow us, you can't. Now bechi di pado do say tie nyina ekubet obechi do say so far one man wa tie nyina no ebi nipa ba ko menu bi na abo mu hu a omaye din a omuntimi nkasa biem na so ye ne yaka ne de ya no bekoso aye din ye bekoso akandokre na kyerɛw ye ntwa tonto so ba ye de wan kasa wonu masem ebe ma Ghana for wu say President Mahama is a very dishonest person. Very dishonest. You can never trust President. You trust President Mahama at your own peril. Anna Mekanisa. 11 February 2022. President Mahama throw open letter. Ekoma then sitting president Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Say enkofo aye chichi wo Ghana nyina no. Eye President Mahama Akufo-Addo na me echi wo mo. Na se de wiase aduru die 21st century mu die. Obi nkasa me yanchi no. President Mahama so wo ka kire na Akufo-Addo was 21st century mu die. Obi nkasa me yanchi no. Anyway, in 2022, President Mahama warned that using state power to intimidate dissent was a dangerous blueprint. Today, it is his governing manual. Article no mature no na wewum you don't me das power. Me say in 2022, Mahama warned that using state power to intimidate dissent was a dangerous blueprint. Today, it is his governing manual. And then, Obia Bekasa Bia, Obekasa, Man President Mahama, Ebayani Ya, Enyan Deno. I just want to say to ya, President Mahama. I just want to say to Yano. As no Beka, Enyan De, Ebayani Yano. Now, was it Yan Yambra Mecho? There's another year, friend, news card. Over to the Loswatterson. Huh? Mahama warned us. Using state power to intimidate dissent was a dangerous blueprint, and it is his governing manual. And then adia ma try to bomu blueprint and only say obi obeka sabia ya yida mon targeting. Ba kuninye me say they are coming for all of us. This is not law enforcement. It is a coordinated campaign to criminalize speech. And I am sure na my news card no. They are coming for all of us. This is not law enforcement. It is a coordinated campaign to criminalize speech. Enyamra omud edin nyina enyamra first Camilla Alasan. Obetuma yefiso. Camilla Alasan ya President Mahama amaye di na tumu. Then don't tell me say a judiciary. President Mahama na amaye di na tumu. Sa no ka kire na Akufo-Addo so mo ye chomu tumu no. Nana Akufo-Addo na me do mutu etire say wono wa obetime yi Camilla Alasan den wo ye and this is sofo yes say friend Emperor Bishop Bediako no enna wakasa wa confess say and this for man sika say one fan ko ye dro fa ko nyankoma de won kuma na ntwe 32 that President Mahama then opposition leader Mahama emma be president san wo kan obi anforso no and na wo baaye and this for baaye mu bu ni dan and wo se hwe nka de me mayama mu ma misika bo me pa say minko kuma na ntwe 32 minko sie o mo ni mu so na President Mahama ma be president mu refi nko bu se du nketia san wo kan national chairman of NDC and if by extension you can't NDC for Bibia President Mahama ka ho. In any case, why na flag bearer near Bombay na man? Why na flag bearer Bishop Emperor Bishop Emperor Bishop Bediako? Why na ye NDC flag bearer okoye sa nyankoma de man? Enya John Mahama. So what are you telling us? Na ababa wa we kwa kan we ko repeat the NDC so far we nyankoma de ma omo o repeat ya mama yakwache no edna kwatum 1 year. Hey, ebusiafo nyame wo wiase wo nyame e wo wiase na wo betua wo bia ka se de obi anwumate obetua obi aka se de obi ade ne nwumate ena menu kasei Camilla Alasan President Mahama ambe de natum 1 year se wakasa ama enye ne de se President Mahama sofo ya ye fe no Emperor Bishop Bediako abekana numu abetu numu tuo a confess a Ghana for say NDC for Bonepa, so when you yankuma and entreated to tune we see ye, and then Camilla Kokebia, ya channel, a jilling 1 year. Hey, and then NDC, President Mahama, there were a minister of the Bay. One a Casama for one the portfolio look up media means in the Cano. Felix Quachofusu. Felix Quachofusu 2016 elections. You do a car boning in Amami. Why? Aye, yes. A crab boning in Felix Quachofusu. I said, yes, and one chief surgeon, the whole world. Huh? Surgeons, what we are saying now, equal election, he said, one of your Mukasa Mafo. If you ask a doctor for you now, equal she said, Felix Quachofusu, or Truffle Felix Quachofusu, one of your Mukasa Mafo. Now, if you ask a penny for a pomade or my one dear Muano, or my Yobia, or become my Yobia test. I will be a lab test. It will report to me that the amount Felix Quachofusu say, or making cancer viasi. What now here? Was saying a Nekufado. Ya no wa ye MPP ye flag bearer. Na Nekufado. Yare miensa, yare kodi ewo miensa, and now board a Nekufado. Ye enche bi obewo. Felix Quachofusu. A branch Felix Quachofusu. No one that said today, yes, video be babonting, so I saw baby the man. Yes, or quiet so boy and your quachino or quawasia. Bema Salome. Video ne babonting, Bema Salome. And my quachino, and my commodity prior Jones or El Bruno. Of the kind of one thing. Say, President Kufado, then candidate Kufado. Yare miensa ne die ebie ni holma bo wa be survive and then nana adodankwa Akufo-Addo abedi president 8 years say obey president 10 years ni o 10 years ni and then mo pa mo nkwohwe president Mahama president Akufo-Addo mo nkwohwe no hwe ne ho fi ya yefe wadi more than 80 years hwe skin hwe nanado skin Shenanim Sheneserie, Shenad Drissis, yes, sap. 11 years ago, Felix Quachofusu and now go for the Ejibia will be woo because he are Remy and Sebia Bono. Now, what cost now, yes, sir, a year. Mokoso, yes, sir, a year. Well, Pia Naneshi, Nanado by Mr. One day will be saying a Akufo-Addo, the first wife, Mamponi Bano, were free. Na Akufo-Addo ku na yire na omo na mampo kwa so no mudru asieye no maame no esu efese de saman esu asieye ni nyina mo ka fa de Akufo-Addo esu na Akufo-Addo anya omo hwe yiwo ewo mu no kure na Akufo-Addo ye president no ensentrofo bi so ye chi wo mo media houses be so omo license omo de na ya omo deka ebi deka 20 years omo ntuaye ebi deka more than 50 million Ghana cedis na enam se dan this abane wo so nti NCF anya adwuma yen eden yaye ye neka yen breach verse communication regulation bia enso so me no ka say untumi radio Accra untumi radio Kumasi untumi radio Takrade ya tutu ni nyina mu afa ndase ya tutu ni nyina mu ebra president Akufo-Addo time Radio Gold any other media house edika 10 years 15 years 18 years no yeah and them so renew omo breach all the communication regulations. Na ye twe o maso no President Mahama twe krata ko ekwoke kana dwene eched density president se ono na am ye atum ono na am ye chinkofo menua bobie na de say commander ise ya che esi isia na nsen asema President Mahama kan no eto no de waba media house bien ho ebatum essentially bien ho ebeche no Ghana ni bien hono ma wakasa tia na obami ache no enei MP in fact enra meti chebi police for so afre MPP ni bi me won number abrante na me gine number enro nwumre and then me po am afre no we have to go to his assistance. We will go. Na men chade enro okoi police station near say commander ni ho and intino nyame aduma Monday omra and I think it says bia se kenro no pese komu ditini na even say na commander ni ho kwani bia ko be ditini no intino nyame aduma dwada ye behwe na abrante ne yakugya no e wo Chebi police station akobusa se de ba asem no waka yesi wa so live ela wo bia bekasa eno ntino ye kwache no na e de ba asem nie Fa ne ye ko President Mahama, I can tell you and I can assure you and getting we mpo na wuntimi standing. Wait for us. You are coming for all of us, but all of us will also come at you. I can promise you that. Obieni ho obeye din MPP ni bia ni ho ma me se hun kran ne se MPP ni bia ni ho ma e wo se wo ye din kwaso ne kasa se de opesa wo kasa na emom enkotwa ntronto obi so. Aso me de meka no. Me aso meka ho nyina no e no kre enkotwa ntro ento obi so. Let us avoid the use of threats. And mayor will say, and I buy, and mayor will say, and the mayor will say, it was some that and if you look at will be say, China be one, but who are ye? A police station, a one in fee. If you try now, be who you can't say the part. But Pastor Mama, minimum do a catch a train now be who. It's a message to be say, they are coming after all of us. They are coming for all of us. Yen so yensa. Yen se hu kwan. Yen fan to kwa basa wantwantwi enton chen. Ni ehu se efiri wesu no wo de ba wesu wo start you. Wa start me se nipa wa chemu eye be 20. Ya jeli bi. Kamila Alasan ya jeli no enu achi. Mr. MPP for benefit. Yami aduma juada de mesre mo money lawyer for ni nkomo. Na ababa one sentence no. Se mo hu se open bi mu a ye betimi akọ appeal mo me enko. Me ne lawyer bi di nkomo ka che me say so far as say we plead guilty no very difficult. However, there's another opening somewhere. Ababa one no mo chi no. Yeah, or mutual statement. She had no legal representation. No legal representation. She had no legal representation. It won't yes here. Like I say, well, me plead guilty, but the was some they were plead guilty. It's legal representation. No only lawyer was in chain. And a lawyer not change it. Some are no. Uka say me differ and I mean for implications and I and here as a trade any as you saw so woman. And this is for channel and another national security. Abuno Ababa one na me share the pictures we do share that na basa say ya as a tattoo no why say any tattoo ya buno at this color no there in the skin. Ya buno ya man a lawyer and they call court or call to Muzuno, ya man a lawyer. In fact, Obika Chemi say, Judge no problem was a bit a because Judge no Bussard no waka said we plead guilty no. Judge no give her some clue, but and now we said with appreciation of legal matters no a work from no into the one man tiasi. Based on her plea say were you guilty into ya jail 1 year. Che yemia achimkwa e wukumase. Omukwa church kwa najo edne besen BNI yenim omuni fi BNI omuni ko CID headquarters yenim omu ewo ho no eno mo force watching kwa man actually statement without legal representation and a very dangerous precedent and President Mahama wo settle wo man say obechi obi na wo man lawyer e man nchen answer na actually statement na statement the bit my self indicting incriminating ya nunti na baba we and ya jelimi senka lawyer won nchen a ababa no ki Angelino dabi eki Angelino mama ma lawyer man nchen cause obi enim ba bia no wo obi enim ye betia ne say ababa na plead guilty e wo he ye say aka in a week's time or two ye could pronounce na ye the judgment e command democracy and building is ha she yoko ade yekofo ye o mai chema wuntu mi bi o mai nipa bebre o mai hanan kofi dwumamo nipa bebre ko hono ma na ya mamo abodam bail conditions because a pure madness in the face of the law. So bail conditions must never be used as punishment because any power chain no when you're guilty until proven so. I also get court. Hono enye court ubetaka say yes many ya gani e krata de many mudi ni bakonu ready odi for but won't be pronounce the bakonu so guilty just what the court there no last weekend they buying Dennis Edward Abuaje that's why dey krata e ba bontin weekend ye say yes ya che no ba wa baby ya che no kwa de question ye nim anything ma some of us ye die chire adwada no koyoko say ye kubusa say ye nuan ho no sha ampa ye no kikiri ewia ansana yokofo di obuo ema Ghana fo ma MPP fo say ampa ho na Dennis sha ampa na adentra omo say Dennis wa asem eno mu yi omo hwehwe na asem no mu na for the past few months no omo ni Dennis edi ekita ho omo hwe asem no mo frɛ na woba na wabeyi no ho ano saa netie ba bi no omo ka say Dennis omo frɛ na wa ama wo ba bi no omo ka sa na statement omo de aba say omo de stop order omo de stop order bi akoto airport na omo de stop order to airport no unknown to them na Dennis wa free Ghana dada eti Dennis eba no e no mo che no e na me say na stop order na say say stop order na say ne say ya de ade ne kwoto aka kire airport for say ni sa sumasi we person of interest mamo mani mtu kwan to prevent you from leaving the jurisdiction. It doesn't prevent you from coming into the jurisdiction. It's obedient to the machine. Kikiri. You could show the fear waha, you could show the fear waha, you didn't quit the chrome, you call ye. And you see, the Saham crying say, you could show be fear baby what here. The house is not under investigation. Baby what here na more question because they be an filling address, forms was say the one what here. Na mo de ko de krom latte ade achi da no anwumre na ne fie na wo latte no post pictures and all over social media. I think that Dennis I say we see wo because the house is not under investigation. Say Indiana public in she na mo no baby what tell am ko hweye keke na mo ko take pictures area nyina no for me I think that they should be sued. Dennis take a cue from a David Pacho. Seek legal advice and see Yoko over this. Say baby obi tie. Wama wa dress say ahada metie eti pacho ahayai. Eti woni ne ko no akwa hwe baby wo tie a utimi ka say na mama nkofo atwa pictures e dey aba abontin. Why do you seek to what person will chire dey bad? Ye di frobi so dey baba wusu. If you be so, the Bible so who's be outside the business. See, if you be so, the Bible so. I'm in competition with Dennis. Okay? May contest as communication director. Yami adu so me win 19 September. Dennis is so contested. But if we are in the be yejuma bomu. So I will not keep quiet. Over there the be no because it better be the ayemi. I'm like a West. You better there will be beyond or my gandam. It may say they are coming for all of us. Say something, see something. Get up at all, but I video, mommy. Me a small interview, baby, me program be. I think just about 1 minute. But mommy, na me share CD is it here. We are minority leader. Osahene Alexander, Pamela Afeyo Markin. akasa ewo tribunal na omode ba no you do obo me delivery a final so wom why you know 11 minutes obo 5 minutes pa na wo twa so Professor Bodi aba betrasi na eniko e twabitum yes
stop order can prevent a citizen from coming into the jurisdiction. The stop order was to prevent Dennis from going outside the jurisdiction. It was not to prevent him from coming to his own country. And so, what was the deal for them to mention a certain so-called stop order? It's as if out. He decided not to come back to Ghana. In Kisikashi. And for Ghana. So, even there, Yoko failed. Now, you issue a statement Monday afternoon. What prevented Yoko from telling the public Sunday that Dennis traveled outside the country? He came back Saturday. Immigration arrested him and detained him, handed him over to us Sunday. Monday, they are going to process him for court or whatever. You kept mute. There was no transparency, and you say that is fair. That was why somebody like myself, I had to go to Yoko because, in fact, we didn't even really know that he was being kept by Yoko. That cannot happen in a democracy. You effect arrest, you show up. You go public, you've arrested this person so that nobody will mass up over there. Now, look at the ridiculous amount of money placed on him as bail bond. It is ridiculous. I watched a video by, what's his name, the chief of staff at the vice president's office? Asare-Bediako. They should go and listen to what Asare-Bediako said. They should go and listen to what Honorable Harry Reduce said a month or two ago relative to bail conditions. Very ridiculous ones that you can't satisfy. You are a lawyer. You know that under no circumstances should you use bail conditions as punishment for somebody who has not been tried. And for me, the way this issue happened, I was expecting that by now they should be in court. What was the haste to arrest him on a weekend? Somebody who is already collaborating with you. There's no record to indicate that you once invited Dennis and Dennis said, I will not appear.
You said it got
how.
Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen of the press. As you're already aware, in the chamber today, we commenced the consideration of this so-called tribunal bill. Our contention as minority is that this bill seeks to create a parallel system, an analogous system, unbeknown to the Constitution, if we read all provisions of the Constitution as a whole. It is true that mention is made to tribunal system in our Constitution, but context must be interpreted within the broader scope of Articles 125, 126, and 127. We have a judiciary system. District Court, Circuit Court, High Court, Court of Appeal, and the Supreme Court. If there are issues with the system, the way to go is to reform and to resource, equip, and retool. It is not to create a parallel system with coordinate jurisdiction. Now, if you look critically at the clause 4, which was the subject matter of this long debate, basically, you look at a new adjudicatory body where you say one person presiding as the chair must be a lawyer, but the other two must be non-lawyers. And they are going to preside on criminal matters. We reminded Dr. Ayeni himself, the Attorney General, that when he was in practice as a private practitioner, and he dealt with this case of Tagore and Issa Abbas, the Republic versus Tagore and Isa Abbas. He argued forcefully that a judge sitting in a criminal trial must ensure that prosecution lead evidence of probative value proves all essential ingredients of the offense. That was his argument at the Court of Appeal, which was upheld. That to deliver justice is not about choboy or media headline scream. It's not about how the public perception about an individual is, because that can be misleading. Now, what we see in this whole exercise is to create a system where people would be pronounced guilty even before their case is properly determined. No established procedure of ensuring fairness. And it is not only the minority that is complaining. Today, organized labor has come out loudly to re-echo its position on this matter. That we don't need a tribunal system in our country anymore. Tribunal system, we know what happened in the PNDC era, where people were targeted, assets were seized, and those people who claimed they were tribunal members enriched themselves. We know that record of the NDC, their predecessor, PNDC. So we, the minority, have left the chamber because the majority leader decided to shut the door. In Parliament, we believe that in all situations of disagreement, there must be a window to discuss, to raise the concern. But once the majority leader makes a strong pronouncement that whatever the case, they will not listen, they will use their numbers to pass the bill, then there is no point again. Every other effort will be rendered odious. Every other effort by us will be rendered nugatory. You recall that earlier in the day, when we raised this issue, the majority leader, realizing that he didn't have the numbers, immediately called for suspension of the House. So he used the 5 hours to marshal his members into the chamber. Even so, those present were not even up to 115. They were 113. We, the minority, counted them. They were not up to. Yet, those who counted claim that the NDC members were more than that. You are the media. You can get in and do your own check to validate what we are saying. We tell you truth. We will not say anything outside of the truth. So it is clear that the Yen-Chiobia syndrome has set in. They don't want to listen to anybody. And this is what say, Omun-Chiobia. Omudisa Choboy, Sesebi, Asem Chuobi, no mu kobo obi kwedua.
All right, leader of the mighty minority, and now wakasa efa tribunal no. Na tribunal asem die ehu pa ne say. I will say the chrono to so a. E was say court no prove beyond reasonable doubt say una we are giving. Court system no normal court system sanity. But kangaroo tribunal court the end day. The man who comes back almost a fedie. Tribunal no. Yet was some call no man. Maximum 49 days. Maximum 49 days. I will see a divorce movie. Maximum 49 days. I will see a divorce movie. Nabusa who say Kasa tribunal no wo hono mo a ene yesenka Kwalizauda ene Dr. Kwabano formula de komudam da kolenzada $200 million fire and now we facing. It's got 49 days inside the wagon. 49 days inside the wagon. 49 days inside. We cannot go back to those barbaric days. We can't. Mr. Mahama, we are to the corner. And all the ancient of ages. Stone Age, medieval times, and our person Asare-Bediako. Why, President Mahama? My myself, and then how? And then I will pay, and then I will do with Yasi. Now you have no confidence in the normal judicial system, no? But you have every confidence. Ewo tribunal. Say, open say, young fast tracking your man. See more court, for more judges. See more courts. Said the president Akufo-Addo see over 100 courts e Ghana no over then we see back okra we painted dan bi mpo no akosi bi e dia no wo de say we believe in a year wo chi wo bi a fa ne kotum preko say say wo de wo ye friend say the last hero and the kan bi emperor say no person yan frɛ wa and supreme leader wo pa yan frɛ ni nyina frɛ Idi Amin Dada. So okay. Only Dada you not carry this. All person and friends say your Royal Highness, the Supremo, the Superior, the Nyanfa Dada and Power. So neka se Ghana ya wodia. Fa Nyanfa first and last. No wafa. Uchi obia Nsewam, uchi obia Akachi, uchi obia Cape Coast, uchi obia Ankafo. Now do mo go straight because tribunal na wo dey bane die. We have to resist it. But mo de ma pass it. Na me easy for saying. They no mo pass that day no. They na easy for mo ka se mo pass it. O ma wie bibia no that day. They have no regard for the Ghanaian any longer because they think say 56% wunya na e mortgage Ghana ama President Mahama. But President Mahama na ka bi. The mortgage Ghana amount. Gidon fayi kitobito so na mini prof and start we. Demolition bi koso ewu Kumasi. Demolition koso ewu Kumasi. Kumasi Cocoa Board office na wo ho no asafo market so ho no. Na cheap pepper yesinkofu bi e wo ho no ma strategy bi wo no mo e na wo ko demolition. Yesi last week okoi e na nkofo toto bobo wo mo. Etomo antimi and demolition o ma so sidi. E na keme boss no e first Zuba. E kind publicly na I sasabo kind no ye on head of say public servant e betimaka. Wo say omo ba ye na omo etoto abobo mo no. Wo ko no wasan aba na wo ba dia de ode be yo mo ombebo mo nsem. Che obi catch street language catch was say me kwaba me ba de me no mo bobo mo nsama man che say obo brim obi pra obi se okum ko obekun. Senior set wo ye public officer. Hey me boss wo say do mo ye no anya idia ene me kwaba ombebo mo nsem. Ade obetwa ne say anka ade achi no when you security for mass alcohol, you can have a conversation with them. Say, Minuanum, ye Ghana, ya ombra any day. A hano will be a fast as we mammo. A Ghana sassy, ye pesamuna mu freezing. Yem pesenum a beba na aye confrontation. Yem pesadino, nakabaku tromofo. Be a beko because we are reasonable beings. But you chose a barbaric way. Huh? Uncivilized way to say me o ma to aboy ito mu ka so o ma wi ni dia me kwaba na me ba o mbobọ mu nsema mame Zuba hwe yo mommy hwe short video I think just about less than 10 seconds photos of me mo hwe second brand time hwe second yo second Peter chonchon hwe second brand new second and one of the squatters no security for no what they bono but was someone who kind under the supervision of the KMA boss Zuba. When was so bad my bomb was my man on Monshadi, how barbaric, how cruel, how wicked can you be? Reckless people, Monshe, and right at the see Kumasi any. And conforno, what am I find out? Warm Rio, Warm Cotreno, Warrior dear you. Say, let some more, yes, obey the belt. Police is one soldier for police, soldier for, and private security for, came for security. Me answer, three song. soldier for police for any chemist she abranten kuta sekan mono we fed the brand new machete and a civilian unarmed civilian mo she the warrior no she baako at the belt a trade ni so and also the second so the side no e dey abon a fundable ball she mo sha de hey President Mahama na ade eku no maya wo Ghana na the mu go so say no you can smell say I say we have the features or characteristics of a despotic government and ye woman no mo sha de wi mo she and that's no you don't me that say you better decide give me home come and that's no that made the maximum force. Professor Asare-Bediako, Executive Director, IRPP, and Ababe coming say, and Professor Martin,
you know, God on.
But who ye?
No, yeah, no, I didn't know you want to say it.
And that's all.
Ghana,
if you see,
now police, they say what you be a Yambono. Because now protect any power mine.
Yes.
Sassika no kind of thing.
Blantyne,
me machine.
Miss Ro,
before be oh me am crash. All time.
Me am crash me. Prof, Miss Ro. Share. Run is the time. And now you think of for a boom wabontin.
No.
Not to the sense that Ghana for marriage, the former, or move crown, the timidity or more ever. Sign up President Mahama, the government, on Basomo Ebana. Share. Last week. Yes, you quiet national clean up exercise. Now, bank of one come hospitals in Kaho. Now, MCEB, Tibon, Kosu MCEB, and Yakudro, a pharmacy. Now, pharmacy, a year about you. Pharmacy, a hospital. I will say, you can say, mash up BMB. And so, it is understanding that pharmacy is also a shop.
Legal basis cry to say
legal basis be anywhere unless it's a president now issue executive instrument and that's a bisa. Well, because one would be any share or my gandem. I did a president issue fiat. There was no fiat, it was an appeal. Never will say and confirm never but them. So one man that's another mammy yare and you say what control draw so who MC you know. Now mammy yare that day no a casagla basis ka won kobi. Now, I hope I'm going and likely will be to pra. I have a budget first aid. Now, come on, no with too much in Pacho. I hear from time by animals almost as you got a moose when you be. Time by almost a ball and be. Come on, man, with too much. Now, we'll be so rough or bank, but I could be done to clear no way about them. What car bank? Any panel view or more my year, juvenile view. Mukram say my access at to get him with be a guano. Okwaya, and we didn't see you said this. I was but as well as we started at 6 o'clock. You were nowhere to be found. Nobody has said no more. Now Bakubi Januma. Oh yes, we have seen that you have done it, but there's no documentary proof. I'm saying madman. Documentary proof. What documentary I said there could TV. I want a documentary in our work. Documentary proof. Hey, me see me who signs of Serbia. Essay, you would dictatorship be a woman ganem anyway. You be the home was a prof in here, then I can be in my elements. Prof na Bibiaboko.
Nyamina do now so.
Nyamina moko. And I know you are done. Say Bibiako so.
Bibiako so. Medical adawase ne otie for here for. Ekoso boko na na any cancel bebre. The squad ne ni team eja. Muso mo de boy en pa bo mo de tachi itimi ko wie na ye be no ye nye sanse na world cup no ekoso ti person Ghana ne US no football no chom kakra ye de betuja nti ye koso boko na godo ansa na meba eho no na minka year na wodi ho komo anopai se trouble na bia eba
yes
sepi meti ye na be mashimi kakra na unma de kame se kan be kra aban no otumi so beti quarter any problem ne modi en daso no me ho na me problem
yes
me ti tribunal no kame maybe a car, na Iraman Penny na yakofa nkofo dom one day near do us some 2 days near do us some unya lawyer unyo bia eno bi na ebe ya na
and I said 49 days
as part of the objective almost say almost a fast track court judicial decisions the case is saying aka into fast track na me do watch no godon last them so ya dey be money so be brave godon me titin from home say also was suspend no campaign na yachi enua miracles na o dey beton from home if I'm one of nya course cra
yeah
e be from Canada e be from US e be from other places I mean kwa minimum and why you are there money so and it shows a sign of a mature person say asembiaba na obi one ne kwa kansi wakase wedie ne asini ntino menua motama chi montwentwen so na yen solve problem nwie e kire odo e kire gidi awoma am say ku awdam na fe so unua na one kwa kansi no obu a so woma no nti ye bebo abaso se wo ya de ma no ye fe
prof me dash so much ma de matri ni
oh well you feel zero batch please friend ya go make legon force ever so not take force
also
me pesa debate
mu gina matri ni me it sanity there is in fact Tuesday no me call NPP 4 year regional communication workshop be my newly elected constituency communication officers e wo kufori bia enti me call
okay
na me call that time afi ni ba be dims enti me drew ho no e na me nya update say afi do mo amane bill no mo so mo de na e call late
okay
e drew me so ba be kasa I had to update the house what do you say
okay
I had to update the house say it because the prof maybe we need lessons now say me need this be adwuma
of course
and then is we need lessons one name be adwuma enti na hu hie mu no na you throw the person under the bus what if he doesn't survive
what if you say political you be your position bia no osua no ye Emma party academy what's a very good record
that's
abo modern
prof eti must say mokoye the most president ma wonya modern master take questions amano egijon bacho mema wo yi test papers bi ya mark ye ti bacho I start for roll mame na ye hwe na prof emfa ye fam say president Mahama na mamu no eti go on you and never call so kuma so nya senke tu ne mo send bra me pa no oh ne ma akoso ba so eni afi ye nko prof
go don say ade we ade a ye say ye be hu adwuma
yeah
na ye koi am say also edimu tintimen ko form one chen a eboa amakoi yetimi akoye no omnyina e wo ho na ade ye ne say ye institute the Institute of Economic Research and Public Policy IRPP ye boa makabi mami kabi aban afanentuma pa efra en na djuma ye nti abrenda nyina no ne e komanim efa mamwo ho nasefo ye kabi na yakoyanim ye dadi betuja a friend of performance tracker and launch your gimpa on Monday na performance tracker yi ade ye ne se e kire aban no anamotu a otu bosha o car se obeye nyoma car se obeye se waye ana onyeye na wo setiti no na obi ka se ntum from mama ope abanya yafa o kan no kokeke no we didn't have anything called manifesto na emresi sano nyoma de ye nyoma ye wo yasen sesa
yes
enti nyoma sesa ama ese so bi pe abanya yafa o de bi tuja the friend manifesto MPP4 de tuja CPP Alan all those political parties they dey tuja na ekoba say nyene de ye anase no man wo gidi o no de man no say NDC aman aban on fire
yeah
enti omo de manifesto tuja na ne ka say ye be go back na after 1 year yakohwe near esi was a deal cancer being. Now, no near fans a 1 year performance. Here, phone and who say a book is online.
Okay.
Opebia about 36 pages. Yet, meaning Debbie, the Tutum Kaka and the DSR discussions. Now, the yes, soon and now you do a discussions a year 2025 reports.
Okay.
And yet 2026.
Okay.
Now, go to be calm, saying on social media, say, yeah, 2025, now by 4.9 there, and Oko 2026, 27, 28, about 10%.
Sanity.
I mean, in social media.
Now, the formula Ben will use
so, about why are the past when you're 4.9 there? Oh, when you know why I had it, because the following years, yes, I know, just one stop. A 1 year pay under review.
Okay.
Now, Yakuma, Ubehu say, Yama the big picture at a glance. Now, big picture and a glance, no, actually, results are the two journey quite far, so ye until if you ever call the big picture. Now, I share overall score, ye demand. The overall score, no, Osha a 4.9 out of 10. So far, a moon and 9, a cheapo and crown. Or just 4.9 in the demand. I just say below average.
4.9 out of 10.
Yeah.
And it's an all rounding up when they're 5.
You're running up, sir.
Mumun yet is
David. And I'm not wrapping up.
Also, be called training college, Western College. Now, you say, you require exams be near Fennis, part 1. It's where part 1 exams that you're feeling of whom.
Yeah.
It's part 1 where you're now, you feel like for my big question, now what repeat it. But who training in our camera now be at the, I think the fifth subject, no, when you are 39, when you are 39, almost back also, they are passing.
Oh, sir,
but when you're 30, they won't come 39. No.
And over 1 year 39.
And for first half, really. I almost, oh, 20, move for 2 pennies or something, be again,
because we're average. And son of okay. And this is also some bomb more dick, a seapans and a beer account.
Yeah.
And see, near sea and 9, a chip and crown.
Okay.
Now, who castle of failure any years and say, yeah, this year, it's a tragedy, you're shame crying. So you make mark nicely below average.
Made the make say IRPP marks down, Mahama.
Ah, okay.
Sana topic marks down.
Now, near Chenese, you far way in summary.
Okay.
You are near core numbers. The quite far so you drew 4.9. Scientifically, be who say, any idea number be boy trim the year.
Okay.
Now, idea we say, or born home modern pie macroeconomic performance.
Okay.
Now, Ubika say, or not here, Kunyom say, to be idea, so will be can't here, only can't here. Near wire and wire.
Any time,
into Famano.
Yeah.
Your issue with how inflation here perform, exchange rate over from injection or forex, your one some can but they do have also the man.
Yes.
See, a honor, a score on 9 to 10%. Nothing, visa inflation, currency, reserves. Nothing, structural delivery. Maybe a 1 month home more be between 2 to 4. When you structural delivery.
Okay.
A bit say roads, hospital, energy, governance, a honing a catchery.
Okay.
Now, numbers ye show and says strong numbers in statistics, but they are yet to translate into better daily lives for most Ghanaians.
Yes.
A trace numbers in there, or born home the numbers, but the young casa ye dadamu as a trano, Savi and Koyi. Na enum ne aka sɛ afie ɛda yɛ anim no ɛwɔ se ehu sɛ saa nsonson yɛ da economic data ɛne yɛ asetena mu ɛdada asetena mu no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛka na esi ani ɛbɛn so we should close the gap in the years ahead of us. Ti saa na report nyinaa fa ne tɔfa no ɛkyerɛ where executive summary yɛ and the entire report.
Hey, Prof, do your executive and power because we know what we can kind out in the maybe ask a crabia. esisi so pepepe
Yeah.
Ebesi last point no say year 2 must close the gap between economic data and lived reality. Now, third point now was strong numbers in the statistics have not yet translated into better daily lives for most Ghanaians because point 2 acquiring yenye factories in Yejuma energy and some more atwape and the governance zoom kuye dia beye day and I translating to you know.
Well, West Coast products.
Wait a move from my West Coast. Are you from my magic? Pasha Yanko.
Na if I say I was saying my tea for so say you buy a nickel henny C20 near Bino F5
2024. Okay.
Now offer inflation now 23.8. Offer CDR now from 19.2. Not far debt to GDP 60.8. Not far reserves 4.9 months of cover. To win a buying out is the same. Or for the fee a buying out what you know or status of any idea. In the young call you share an achievement.
Okay.
Under 2025. The achievement, major key achievement, and numbers, no. Okay. Obehun say, Obesa call the next one, no. Obehun major achievement. Na major achievement, no Baku a inflation. Baku a inflation. So we call the next one.
And you know about next page.
Over inflation.
But in the major achievements, key numbers at a glance.
Yes. Inflation, they say, as a 2025, now 5.4.
Okay.
Or the fee 23.8. Into be of 4 fee how they are called from just say urban homoding.
Wait 2025. But Muntin Yard and Comma did the same because they say 3 point something.
2025 from community. 2026 the amount. Now see this so none of who then a costro against the dollar in 2025 40.7%.
Okay.
Debt to GDP 45.5 and also urban homoding a cofom. Now GDP so economy now grew by 6%.
Okay.
Now share reserves are you record very high in terms of reserves.
Okay.
It was 13.8 billion 2025.
Okay.
Now gold exports and also a double 21 billion. Trade surplus as against the GDP 12.1. So fast stock market and also a cost. Okay. Dry stock investment area. The activity in the cost. The major achievement are year 2025. Any. I feel you were beside the next line, or record the next line. How we scored the government. So 4.9. A quite benny far so
market.
It's a market skill. How a market. To far report now. No methodology because I did all year no for method now to her. Obi behavior a bed in so bit now. Na yefa enema miensa ene de years as score 4.9 yankuku amfa mfi trima fa metoja dabi o share the first phase ideas our report na your free manifesto check na your researchers are fellows also can be you kofa the promise
Peter me research fellow me
I don't know onya
that be me see yalo hu me so me research fellow me research fellow
got to work on one simple
no
I don't mention
oh yeah
me want me phones but they couldn't ask me catch was me research fellow IERP
also who do better
I'll go now me petition be quite my research fellow
and the fucker campaign message na
I'm the back will make me refi and the man does
also about book your research agenda manifesto no a buying out this year in 2024 August into your research fellows in a fast document you check here you count to one by one you can say 201 manifest promise a woman
and this manifesto 2024 201 okay
now we be someone say so we assessment 1 year there so it mean castle kofani or 2026 2027 28 I check it for 1 year tinere and say yeah near which me access within 1 year no aka say within 1 year there mayor ade winti Odi bu akonta we fair. Because you want to go ha wakano within 1 year, 2 years, 3 obey. TFR only 1 year there. Na adi ebe she nkura ne say yempani fo mo pe akunyafa no aya mo the promise but was say ya ye show mo nkura say omo my timelines no my cost bibi ebetimi a measure say ye bibi to say we are be boy because so can the two no afa timeline the cost and kan ye assessment every until we no fire fa ni etimi ye and you be say question can it be measured within 1 year? See, and measure within 1 year, the infant count. It was so. What castle bay, but or baby 1 year, or baby to near 10, and the fee of a caway. I find multi year, and also a year, those ones a few. Now, you no. You call phase 2. Phase 2 near friend indicator mapping. Indicator mapping, just say, you track here. A war manifesto, we can measure 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to 2. No reports. Why we are Kokruan Kubisa say, a bay or bon homo there now, bon homo there be. Or no evidence based. And then a report on also a generity, our Ministry of Finance, Bank of Ghana report by the manifesto budget by Ghana Statistical Service, IMF. Omunina Yakofasa report, why year that 2025. Yeah, I told you, the KPIs a base. Na you na ya bas scoring na ya ma 0 to 10 no ya the to manifesto target ya the to December baseline ko yese ni odi to ansa na wa start wo djuma odi be ya the 2024 and ya the to 2025 the 2024 there
yeah
emra ban put for now call ye no djuma odi jai ya the to
if I say inflation, December 2024 inflation,
good.
December 2025 inflation,
and compare. You are na yama reviewers. Reviewers normal mass scoring.
Okay.
Na and you beat me to call a manone. Na ye far 2 no on no mass course. Na ye ni mo kra. Na area say be na tie bi wom e bia score no de maye no ni nyina akoye pa ye pe the third person no assessment so nti we went through a rigorous assessment of the report nti go no ni mechanic say out of 201 manifesto promises ni nya ye within 1 year no 29
the nya within 1 year 29 but was saying
what cap manifesto promise 201.
Yes.
So be
yeah.
In so 4-year mandate. Be share I mean assessments. You said 29 and a falling within 1 year.
Correct.
I was say the assessment.
Say let's know.
Oh, if ever so. See, and yet total nina. Into 4.9 no. Age na 29 promise that will fall within 1 year.
Within 1 year.
In the year. Call the next one. The next one I scoring rubrics. A quite fast so I did mass course. So it means 10 if any exceptional. I just said sir promise or kind you deliver. Yeah. I see the expectations. Your mount 8 to 9 I just say strong. Means largely delivered. On a clear positive path.
On I'm quite passive.
Good. Your mark 6.6 to 7. It's a good. A change. Why meaningful progress.
Yeah.
Partly complete. Now 4.5 now acquire fair. Only at announcement stage. Significant delays. Your mark 2 to 4. It's a week. Minimal or no action taken. Your mouth shaper, just say 0 to 1, not delivered, promise abandoned or broken. See,
Prof, the weekend DM said, Mess up the UPS, I your course be under you because you say we're generous. Say, will be announced what they can no man for. Hey. My generous who?
You're generous, but only at announcement. But significant delays.
Okay.
Me,
maximum 2.
After we are You call the next one. How Ghana compares to the world. And you better say, idea we making sure say. Over to 2 if you ask the you perform 2025 as soon as you can. You 2025 there. Hold on. And easy.
How do all find infusion be answer now about? Na Uncle Ha, Uncle Godon, I'm a ninja, papa.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they to us.
Go on, see. You better compare your results to the world. Yeah, he said 2025 and sign a little key measurement areas so measurements are all a little to be sure your indicator a bit is your public debt to GDP. Sign I am a 4% in your figure. Omodian say a year less, it should be not greater, less than 55.
Okay.
Sir, a poor, a honor say it mean edu.
Okay.
Na Ghana, in your under year under review, in your 45.5, just say you meet on targets under IMF conditions on how we can get your public debt to GDP.
Okay.
Sika you generate, do send a bit to your car day. Call you here 50. With you see a call. So you know how much say a not less.
It should not be less than 55.
Good.
But here you are 45,
which is
okay.
Fine.
Okay.
In the case I can was until how much on target.
Okay.
Ghana offer headline inflation less than or equal to. I will say 5%, but at least 4.5. We can say we are within the bracket.
Yes.
You can until they are more. His deficit to GDP, and also 3 ECOWAS. Let's say NSRD. They almost standard. Once a drain almost so.
Now, more ECOWAS SRD was a convergent debate. Every time you meet criteria until they meet him home. I tell you, they find the personal way. You meet so called Ecunemada.
Real GDP growth 5, and also a vacancy within target.
Okay.
Now, baby, uncle ye. Your comparison to the world, your capital expenditure.
Now, why not? Why is it factories? Why are hospitals? Capital expenditure very good.
Inside your man, to Okofo, to who read now 0.9%.
Now stop all the people.
I'll say 3 to 4.
Yeah,
Uncle ye. You know, I feel so. Your instrumental, say you ever compare your home to the sub region. Okay. Your neighbors, West African neighbors, almost performance 2025. To look at the next one, but on West Africa, our neighbors 2025. Here, my one inflation indicator. Osha Cote d'Ivoire, not a year, the inflation 3%. Okay. Osha Senegal 5%. Ghana 2024, no 24 or so. And about 2025, about green, HSA, about 5. HSA, about home. Yeah. Over Nigeria saw year 28. HSA, another. And you can say Ghana's inflation dropped was the biggest improvement in the region. Region woman, the biggest improvement in the region. A fee from 23.8 about 5.4. Nigeria is still battling with a 28% inflation. Now, Ghana is so up for exceptional for Africa. Now, you compare Norway, I feel the promise Nankasaso. Okay. What the NDC promised. Tobacco next one. Now, next one, what NDC promised voters. Yes, voters. Okay. Say you put 2 about based on promises. And the promise no, and you teach more. Okay. 201. Osha yaye bia do send no kan under each of the issues on raise here. Okay. Ofa infrastructure who 2 promise. Okay. Ofa banking 3, irrigation 4, tax reform 5, Oko GTI and tech 6, housing water and disable BC. In 234 economic policies, 34 agriculture, social policies. And range it to 20 to education. Until far the best 3 sectors are more 43%. Okay. It shows say abanu who be an aho de ankasa. Ewo. Until the policies no, the economic policies no emma na hoarding, corner de na hoarding be na koshe. Plus agriculture. What they call social policies. Into Shuma, yen out of this near select 29.
Okay.
Into 29 scored with data.
Okay.
Tiafa winyina.
Man fa nyina.
Near falling within 1 year out of this.
Yeah.
The assessment. And then 29 scored with the data.
Okay, me bawo. Prof, we share economic policies. 34. I said saying.
Economic policy 34. It says no car so bear and the economic policies.
Mako different 34. And the infrastructure also no. Okay, nema bi banking also no kan nema miensa. Enti ABA to say women banking. Ebe and others. Okay.
Enti yachi mu say you afi you record the next one actually how it's called. Each 29, the 29 scorecards, 29 KPIs. Now, offer or call the next one, any who the KPIs. Also, restore macroeconomic stability. Hold on, or cancel base ID. Why are not ye? Why, Yamani 10 under 2025?
Yes.
You will say inflation about down. See the Yana holding reserves are costful. It's a 10.
Okay.
Say for an average.
Average, yes.
Now, stable environment for business. Business where data your fee Bank of Ghana, your fee Ghana Statistical Service. I share figure now about from the way your data down. I call for my own and call for my own. So who's a confidence level no? Na cost to I also be launch economic recovery plan over in 100 days.
Yes.
Oyeyana 1 year.
Or launching.
Or present a budget within 70 days. Man.
Yeah.
Hold national dialogue, economic dialogue. Or you are now 1 year.
Say, Omukoye Bibisa, wana.
Yeah,
Economic dialogue.
They say, Yehuni said the former will not convene as a distinct event. Into now 4. You say near a course so that we're having a national representatives, representation uncle.
Yeah.
Why yeah, all right.
Yes.
But then it didn't mimic near also the national discussion. Into who say I'm fashion 4. 20 more 10. Why yeah, all right. But they also you did to I represent on mining in Anna. Yeah, who beside events. And he abolish e-levy and betting withholding tax. Osis Oma Yaman is 6 in progress. I didn't say man is 6. Or abolish it within 90 days. Oh, yeah. But also extend some of the taxes. Tinti man is 10. A man in ye. Man is 6. Or because the next one. The next one, simplify VAT, abolish COVID levy. A man is 6. COVID levy abolished. VAT reform, so at consultation stage. Into more 6 and into more 10. Now, gold board established, CD stabilized. You're 4. Partial because yati gold board no all right. Now, refinery kakra cancel bayano. Hold on, am I within that period? 2 money 10 in a year.
Okay.
Now, expand tax net without raising existing taxes in progress. Yeah, they know to not so actually come up. Digital revenue tools.
6 no me fee say because expand tax net without raising existing taxes. Ebi one ma we increase no. Na ebi we call the new ones the can. Uhwe uko Ghana airport. Yeah, airport yes no. Ghana International Airport. Accra International Airport. Fine. There's a levy now.
There be now. You cut 2025. Report to 2025.
2025.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In just a time, the net any afa. Now, open the next one. Or say cap government borrowing about 16%. Amendment not yet enacted. So you see 4. Stop using statutory fund as a loan collateral. Progress. policy commitment, sinking fund not yet operating. I will call the next one. Also, bank reform Bank of Ghana, strengthen banking sector. Number 4, partial. Now, the say rates no, so, but NPL falling. Bank of Ghana reform bill still being drafted. And coin 2 months of partial. Now, restore banking license unjustly cancelled. And money 2 niches behind. What I mean is someone who say I restore banking license via Mobia.
This year number.
As at 2025.
Daddy. This year number could be bad. By your local pono, the government cannot take credit because a court.
Yeah, the only say or say restore or no, but restore. Yeah, entity I buy need to me so with my cassette or restore. Because they're independent with the BOG.
Yes.
But you can't hear them.
Aye.
See, what restore now restore?
Am I?
See, behind, in say about 2. Rationalize port fees in progress. Review initiative. Some reductions made.
Yeah.
Over port to work 24/7, including weekends. Who say, am I partial? Yeah, extended hours for port as of the year. Full 24/7, not independently verified. 24-hour economy, 3 shifts. Policy gazetted.
Okay.
Job creation data not yet published. Now, offer attract private investors for job creation. Number 4, FDI not materially above 2025 levels. Actually, 2024 no. Na senana isika ne koso ye hu bisa in 2025. Now, for the next one, also diversify exports, add value to raw material. Sana bani kai. Aye behind money too. Raw material commodity export still dominant. It is a yen koyenim yen fa value bianka ye product I de call amanone. Now, farmer service center in all 261 districts. You won't be BSA. See, modernize agri through technology. Your man 6. Restore cocoa production, accelerate oil drilling. What I mean, so who will be sir?
Oil drilling. There be and restore cocoa production. You know your DNA.
Let's say
cocoa for quality salary or more prices.
And oil sector still declining. Cocoa processing factories in growing areas. No new factories. In 2024, we didn't have any factory. Okay, so a cashew factory, sugar factory, tomato factory.
2025.
Okay. Now, cashew plant and also bono bibi anywhere here. I feel you call the next one. Big push our car over Juma. Then idea buyer was spending as at that period at 0.9% of capital. Overshare complete abandoned and install projects. Also become 55 projects listed. Now stabilize energy, supply revamp, toll, partial, review, improve SHS TVET, double track system, so on year cancel teacher license, partial.
Partial is because one someone has a year.
And I'm just to show you the breaks at the mouth. The banding.
Yes. Some because of generous.
Alternative qualified framework still needed. It no 2 and a more kakrano. We give a max.
Okay.
Now, we'll share the next one. Remove taxes on essential medical supplies. Mahama Care. And you investor. Who said Vika Care Koso? Now, lean government, maximum 6 ministers. Okaso Betty value for money office. And call value for money.
Oh, yeah, this year.
As at that, 2025. Nothing. And see, yeah, who will be as the woman administration for. After you call the weight. If you are near summary everything, we'll call the next one. The weight. Now, quite fast, a day 4.9 in the other 2.
Okay.
sɛ wofa square de maa no under each na wofa saa weight yi a de maa no baabi a n'ahoɔden ankasa wɔ na macroeconomic nti ɛyɛ weight na ɛwɔ sɛ ɛma no kɔ soro 7 to 10 ne ama medium and also specific sectors 4 to 6 low weight ɛhɔ na ne yɛka sɛ na wɔdi ho akyinyɛ sɛ low weight because we didn't see anything but between 2 to 4 nti ɛba saa what is score no nyinaa kɔka weight na wo multiply no what divide by the overall weight now the ama no nyinaa no ɛkyerɛ sɛ score no when you are 762 you divided by 105 ɛbɛma 4.9 over 10 see ɔbɛkɔ the next one afei sector by sector the end is say yɛmfa one by one nneɛma ɔkan yɛbɛka no bi abom nti ɔbɛkɔ the next one nti wohwɛ a yɛde the macroeconomic stability yɛmfa no 111 because of time yɛho bi green yɛho bi red yɛho bi ebi fair ebi show yɛka ɛyi nyinaa thematic areas all the 12 thematic areas no performance at glance ɛne ayɛ wohwɛ a baabi a ahoɔden na wɔ fam paa ɛyɛ infrastructure processing manufacturing ɛwɔ fam wohwɛ governance ɛwɔ fam jobs and 24-hour economy ɛwɔ fam nti wohwɛ a wohu bi aban na n'ahoɔden no na ɛwɔ tax reforms na yɛama no saa nti woyɛ sector thematic areas ne afa yɛamfa no individual afei ɔbɛkɔ the next one nti baabi a na ahoɔden wɔ macroeconomic stability nti wohwɛ a wo breaking it down a aha na ahoɔden no na ɛwɔ wohwɛ blue no na wahwɛ green wohu sɛ blue no nyinaa na pagyapagya kɔ so nti ɛma marks no wohu sɛ ampa but adeɛ a wɔ sɛ ɛhyɛ ne nsɛ saa adeɛ a ɔnyaa yɛi ɛboa no no ɛyɛ external factors ɛbɛboa no gold prices oil US dollar ɛkɔɔ fam n'asefo no ɛma ne nya mfasoɔ ɛwɔ saa de last year ɛwɔ ho afei ɔbɛkɔ the next one na ɛsan bɔ aban no kakra the next one ɛyɛ tax reform ɔde nya saa marks no na ɔkaa sɛ ɔbɛyi nya taxes na ɔbɛyi afi hɔ but yɛnka ho sɛ aban ɛtoo 4.6 billion revenue ɛde kɔɛ ɔabɔlɛhyɛ wei nyinaa no
otwa mu no sika yɛ lusu yɛ 6.4
na ɔlusu saa sika wei a kyerɛ sɛ ɔso ma ɛkwan bi a ɔnsa bɛka sɛ sika no back wohu sɛ taxes ɛma aban no spontaneous revenue quick one ɔgye nakatua na ɔyɛyɛ a na wagye nti wo so woyi saa sika wei afi hɔ a ɔwɔ so fa kwan foforɔ a ɛbɛma wɔnya saa sika no back nti aban no revenue ne ho kyɛ ne sesei because kwan foforɔ bi ani hɔ industries nkɔ adwuma ɛnyɛ adwuma afei ɔbɛkɔ the next one ebi onya a poor ones no ɛyɛ this 0 new factories industry growth infrastructure spending the big push the doom so persisted throughout the year into shout to boase kind report ɛho baabi a ahoɔden no na ɛwɔ fam antimi ankɔ industrial kind so bɛyɛ ne nyinaa cashew plants commander sugar factory they are all remaining at the planning stage and course I feel we call the next one na share the dashboard for macroeconomic data now I feel a show say for the next one sad indicators in na eboa no na the be who say red one industry and the kase aban the jano fufuro no dada no 7.2%. About 2025 no ahoɔden atia ba formal to 2.3%. Ɛkyɛ sɛ sa industry no ankɔ so ampagya n'anim a tuamfo de biara yɛbɛ complaining ɛnwoma nkɔ yie ahokyerɛ wɔ kurom afei nea ɛbɛka sɛ aban no ani bɛkɔ ho a afe ɛda yɛnim 2025 26 27 for 2 years and now 3 years ɛda yɛnim aha na ɛwɔ sɛ aban no na hoɔden no opagya mu na ɔhwɛ ne yie because wanhwere yie a they all risk ɛbɛtumi in the next 2 years ɛda yɛnim no ɛbɛtumi ahɛ no dwumadi a ɔdi so bɛkɔ the next one no na the risks ahead and the year 2 priorities na ɔbɛkɔ the next one yɛasan ma no deɛ a ɔsɛ ɔyɛ na yɛmma nifa bi bɛto dwom kɛkɛ na yɛkɔte ada or see my buying so near also risk a one name. Say be a bonnet tofa, you were external and your domestic. So I share external nyoma way year the hobachino. The external near who say gold prices it collapse even by 63% or minor hobachi in terms of revenue. Now we share IMF programs so to say in the year and that the year until honey be year for CD say etimi against the dollar. The dollar ne pejano who can see the brace or my external issues on the hobachi.
Yeah.
After cocoa prices say a conform price and so conformed by even 47% per Yahubachi, and with which say a band bashes are on a year. Now, you're quite new, you're the new matter to now come. I feel you buy your main one, apart from the external, your domestic issues. I will say a whole year in the years ahead of debt. I will say whole year infrastructure delivery failures. See, I knew your more than was infrastructure, you can home as a year, but don't a bad dream. I feel maybe to say your revenue, your expenditure, near quite fast war, your GSC already we have lost about 6.4.
Yeah.
A banning share your quite obesanya says kind of back, and ever share Nejmoye. Into Bassa, where expenditure and a whole bachelor. Oh, yes, you can't find your expenditures. And they be now won't you? See, I'm sure only year behaging. I feel your council obey public trust in terms of governance credibility. You will share a buying Yaseno. What you look at now because they say a value for money officer I promise you. Nay, sir, and your commitment in that area in terms of governance. You won't be brave. The last thing let me say, Becca, is this is priority areas are Abano. I also show we sure no we are near called the verdict partner. And your ma also Abano so to many a 2026. Yes, selected about 6 indicators I also have by infrastructure, manufacturing, energy, tax reform, banking, transparency. And your ma I will say yeah by ocean ye na ye no ye di unkomo.
Yeah.
But don't I feel the last me say I can say yet 4.9 if he time one in your saying
5.1.
5.1. See the queer idea science say record fast 5.1. You're breaking it down. I'm a ban of reports and over here. No one quite a professor obey honey. So we call the final winner my gaps 5.1 a handle.
Okay.
You identify Nyoma 5 infrastructure, industry, manufacturing, energy, governance, commitment, social delivery. Sign Nyoma a chain marks no down. So the 10 now 5.1 a idea and no marks no a conform. It is offer report to now share a band who say we dear or someone and call here. So person improving the marks and now can say you're running up. Into me running up, but don't for being come
they really need me.
And I was say ordinary because ultimately economy and industry grew by 2.3%. No fund is 7.2.
And I put 2.3.
2.3. 0 new factories completed in a year. The way they also bear within a year.
Na 0 year.
So,
Omunyon. All right.
I'll look at the last one now.
Year 2 will tell the full story.
I see 4.9. If are 29 out of 201, the best performance in microeconomics are front, and the biggest gap in infrastructure and factories are Anchor and my buying Najumano and Sony within 1 year, 2025. Take on, let me say, that's not going into a report, and a full report, about 30 something pages. We are forming kitty and what your phone or hair for the uncommon.
Okay, the Professor Asare-Bediako and a Martinica, no executive director IRPP. Yaga Menchadi, I'm Brasimono, may research fellow. Now we'll be Gordon. Then with this analysis, the prof is saying they've done well, 4.9 per A. We are not seeing anything for them to get 4.9. So a year, 4.9 year average. And I would say 10 year. First executive summary no the Maya no 4 points now yeah what say but part of five executive summary to na mensa obi do bad no yes and if I for you na church they aka ni na mu say despite the fact or the average munya 4.9 and translate amaya brabo there be no first in part of the start here pa no o executive summary do baby na 4 points bi o mo if I no that is the start here pa no etiwe no all said what the figures because hey and then ye hu hwe no sanity because ye hu hwe ye see factories ye anya kwan ye anya hospitals infrastructure bia nko so ye see school bia it no better connect one me
on Saturday no second slide
starting first you now the starting you know I think say second
second slide
second slide no factors on ye hwa ade what they do for na me more pam na me nko
is a third slide
aye what to say ebehwe correct what does it mean 4.9 na umunya ye no actually say what say macroeconomic performance inflation currency reserves was exceptional scoring 9 to 10 over 10 inflation number above from reserves no so ekosoro exchange rate also are stabilizing.
Go on, make us say issue is not the time. And your issues with very
yes
about how inflation bar
the story behind
it. But I see the man is says
and now Muntia Han very critical point 2 no was a structural delivery roads factories energy sector governance lag far behind scoring 2 to 4 over 10 sekaha and I go 9 to 10 dia ene ka Ghana yi but I no when 2 to 4 entin edenya entin translating and by last you say strong numbers in the statistics have not yet translated into better daily lives for most Ghanaians. Year 2 must close the gap between economic data and lived reality. It is added 4.9 but a average score 4.9 and so no 0.2 no a 2.4 it will be mark ya brabo mu asempa Unya 4 ebeke 3 what you say it but I was send the message no say we had no ebi ha no antini dia ya san e dia ma ebi so na school intime sa enity pure ankoma and e was say no na me papa say what say Gordon e ya to say me mama we so a plan B no busa question bi was say is getting inflation down an objective or it is a strategy to achieve an objective.
It's getting inflation.
Was it is getting inflation down an objective, or it is a strategy to obtain an objective?
Yeah, I will take the second one.
Okay. What is the plan to achieve what?
Okay.
All right.
Also, buying Obefa Akunyana. Adiana. Ghana didn't come up high buying the inflation exchange rate. Average Ghanaian, I don't even know. So the strategy was then targeting these two indicators, no matter what we do to bring it down, because a year will be and they achieved it. Regardless how crude we on the year. Oh my, I feel 23.8, about 5.4 as at the year can was ye nim near course so. The natural way I say a buffer no. Let's say you are questioning so many articles that are on this issue. Exchange rate as of today, they are saying injecting funds. And the minister say so over the bill governor. I are preventing it from coming. They say, "Yeah, money emphasize I didn't fund to jam." Now me who be say will be one of speakers and they say. The Ghana for who tricks are you use to bring the inflation down. Meaning exchange rate down. It's almost important. Now, we are we be a question and now say Nanya sa build governor yana every month be a obey public discussion.
One
extra inflation, extra exchange rate, monetary policy committee, unbelievable report about. Ebane say na fe do be kasa say ma public in hu ne ekoso.
No, the mean governor and the opposite oka because who share question na kojo opon kroma the call man now or yes or babe answer na no atro other people no name and easy for no mo the political angle to it say no omo pele ma wo the opposite kan ya ma nka nko ka e ba haye and almost prevent it. But say public, everything near, said it.
When you see, international community, how many near cause? It's so bad. Go and check prices of stocks. Go and check other indicators. Say MTN, boss or Ghana, Okasa, Okasa keke.
Dabi.
Okasa keke.
Let's say it's kind of good momo so crying as and get to trillions.
Oh, and send you why yes had the funny politics who prevented a governor of a central bank. Some on Kasa, not in public.
Aye.
And you made the agro.
Aye. Peter, they're causing one and also
let me buy one man chair and with the
person child, let's have branch.
But the tell say me questions be another one until she more actually a buyer. I'm a Prof. Eyano. Okay. Now, the say going forward, we say Prof. Bobby about manufacturing. Say also buying and the echo kesepa. But the attention is abandoning ko. Because 1D 1F no. Omaguno. But don't me
what's up money?
The minister went to Parliament, House of Records.
Trade Minister.
Yes, to announce say the one district, one factory. Okay, UNDP reported as at the time of President Kufuor free power, now at least 150 were in place. No. Omajai. And now, the 24-hour economy no more promising. In fact, okay, you see, I want Niente Nipedia etwaba. And now, you have two abanswa. So, okay, no. Candidates and as presidents and our parties no about one thing they make promises. You see, in this case, NDC, Oman a box to Omo to a say within 90 days, you be say within 120 days, you be say within 1 year, you be say within 2 years, you be say and within 4 years, you be say. In their manifesto, Omo listing in yana into far no Omo 120 days social contract with Ghanaians. Ne or has now. Most of the promises Omo yeah Oman no. No man promising say within 4 years or more and no more year. The 24 hours economy no more promise. It was part of the 120 days promise. So at least first 3 months, see manufacturing companies are a bit more fair a juma ama man for any juma say a juma bako in Pamian Sanebe. It was part of the promise. But Omasi a juma bia afa Nipamian Sa 3 shift now. Daddy, no way, yeah, almost say market. Market, almost
say visa questions. And Kola will come more page.
Yes,
someone can here market.
Maybe Papabi and a frame. Now, my dream is asking my provocancy. Was awarding market 24-hour economy. Semia, Basim Mumusa, Mumusa Mame. Was it in Timeme Bana or Koye? Mechanical engineering.
Yes, okay, university and
yeah, what if you are doing near Jumano? I have found promising say that was saying he found what can say a journey who didn't win near Juma. Was here Musa Mama and said it will be a quiet actual science. It was market in any Ghana until 1 year judgment. Here could see Gamanumana. Papa is here Musa Mama. Because we 24-hour economy, be Juma, Ramba, Kunipa, Obi, one of what if say, ya, was say, while we university will be a tertiary institution, name of Juma or press 1 year, market in any home, until 1 year.
You are, Kwame, market semi-year can win him. Ye pro your pro, whether by design or by culture for whatever reasons, no. You could see, Uko, or Boissy Dunko, any idea. Upo who see 24-hour market or a waste because in classic form within a week now all coming nefumo until one day it be a benada yawada and all day bar market abeton you mabajin sika no asa go back to the village so yeah 24 ko see 24-hour market or dunkwa esikuma na say tutorial na say ebia it's of no use. Because all feel the come friends come say or better market one ajo abeton your man. Oh yeah no fool.
One launch back on the wall. sana o kate so e wo asen was and wo chechim je se na president man no na dwe obi abon wo Ghana obi aka so obi just want the big chechim na wo be chechim no assign diet no we a terrible communicator wo say adro mu si no storage room enti wo be dwa so na wo le mani anto a na wo da koso na wo kufi
until
it's 24 hours.
It's 24 hours.
God on such a thing.
President Mahama,
Matthias, we may understand it.
President Mahama Kolonchi, Okakati sword, no, I was saying. And was say, or church and name what 24-hour economy no. Was say, storage room, baby, ubeti me do them akusi. And was say, if you come by now, but now when the money and 20 minutes a weapon. Now they are question now coffee. Is it not supposed to be 24-hour market? Why do I need that storage? See, why do I
overturn no money here? Overturn no be so about
because continuous.
Yes, 24 hours a day. Other than mepon, some mepon. And I'm patrol. Embrabe obet by Embra Parliament to say, yes, market, Kotokraba market, new 24-hour Kotokraba market. Mema kwa store. Obesi sembra maye say e wo se ba ku ye alopa eyi 85 and obesi sembra
dabi no ngo man e ko en kra na omu so omu ko pe act no enche musa
na agency o mako ho ana nkofo ye juma ho de
omu obako also bu point 4 Ghana diplomatic missions point 3 at 24-hour economy at point 4 o'clock
what mako
and ministries point 5.
In fact, there's no organization and as a ministry an agency almost say 24 hours one job nipa mi ensa na eyeda.
But last time can say passport office name.
Prof, my main can
no can any license.
Prof, my main can
edu enyume for license office now almost say 24 hours. Kona ko so oba ko to be ko nipa ba ko pe.
But we na can someone.
Nipa ba ko pe na tewo.
Prof, my main can no credential.
Because has me say me kwa ko renew na about 12 o'clock na.
Nyame admai se adagwa da ho. Wo so wo pe passport. Sorry, wo ko license. Say do boko akoye eye test.
Yes.
O ye eye test ni na obeko test drive obeko ani nyina akoye ni nyina me pa cho. Why no ko ayi license office 1 AM ma ye man ye eye test. Omo kan say say obi ye wa eye test e wo ho. Ade omo ya ni say wo license aye ready a. Obeko na akwa afia bi ti ho. So license aye ready obo di a na guni ya hwehwem say ya kenkan say udini ni eno ana di amount. How can you tell me that one as 24-hour economy? Me call license office in Nana Brazil legal department. Lawyer me who nana.
David.
Me who accountant.
David. Minister be can say
no. So in practice, say the Okanonka, Ukwa, the legal department, the lawyer should be there to replace the lawyer now upon for no Okono. What I say? An application center. I'm the Robert Juma upon 5. I should be able to apply. Me talk with license and I do our license office. In practice, because that's what it's supposed to mean. Say 24 hours no be adwuma ntika one job no obi ye no obi ba be ye no anwumre saa ara me wa
asi mi kan se me ko to anajo akoko
akofo utanye ekra kwan so kra na saa transition ho no so ewe mu kwa bi ewo ho
bo se ho na na
bi na akofo
live
so no one ko so be
how kwan so dey sama for kwan sa kwan no so for aha a movement television program di betremu ya fa God Asare-Bediako ne Professor Isaac Boadi executive director IRPP I was saying mo and Peter Ankoma as so a deputy editor dispatch newspaper and yedin ko no and Peter
trust it purely settings and appear and omo ahisha omo ye hwe Prof Emma Martin who say apart from manufacturing or market say or say licensure exams na omo eso mo betwam no omo announce nti omo betwam to omo mark bi I'm say 4 the promise was to scrap it no omo buy no in April 26 2025 in a minister Haruna Idisu and launch a committee to scrap teacher licensure exams no we no and our promises say
committee you know almost up to July. The actual teacher license exam faces out in August 30th, 2025. This report was July 17th, and our minister Bear announced so said.
People say, yeah, what we did, they said, even that portion, they won't score all the marks. But once minister, I'm making attempt first.
Announcement.
Don't say, yeah, my son has scored my announcement stage. And the shame. So announce and on my forming that committee. The whole pet and on your sign, but not complete cancellation.
No.
Enter your mom.
No, but you see the TMU, Prof.
But we in graphic online 1D 1 left program cancelled.
Yes.
There are no current incentives under program. Trade Minister confirms to Parliament.
This graphic report.
Graphic online.
So manufacturing, no.
One.
Manufacturing science.
Was it the Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Elizabeth Ufuswe-Jare, has confirmed to Parliament that the One District One Factory, a flagship program of the new Patriotic Party, has been cancelled. I have requested a day of mourning. I said to me, declare a day of mourning. I'm on my Ghana. So I would say, one friend is a 24-hour economy, no, industry driven.
Yes.
Yet, we factory. Yet, over 150 no. I can remember what do you mean by this? Yankwa, you the free to cry.
Progress. So, Minister Niwe no, and now Obetre say by August 30th there. Now you come. That same year, 2025, and or church say a new system ever take over. Bibia. No August term last year. You know, 20 November ni muno, and NTC ebe church him said the teacher license exam fees no yatum. Nati mikotu no. Or say the council's official fee structure confirmed that fresh candidates sitting all the 3 papers into 3 exams, but you have 450 Ghana cedis. While receipts fees will be 150 for 1 paper. The NTC said the report of the 400 flat fee are false and have not been authorized by the council. Into real and or babia. A teacher for Nunko Triasikano and to payments are accepted at any branch of Prudential Bank nationwide or via mobile money using the short code 77251. We are attempting to see a Ebeko. Ebeko, say, and not I made said, I'm say, on the JD. Ah, Mutria, yen chem.
And to try.
From the was it 2-3? That's all one go training college.
I'm go training college.
You also test you do a scan.
And you are priority. Priority is on Chief Justice. No more set up tribunals. Akofa omo lawyers on medi cases are a year purely legal matters, criminal matters. Any here omo. Quota system. Who say NDC?
Tribunal no.
But my printed bill report no. Okay. Na ho.
No, that's some okay. Because I don't know much charge man.
Ya charge ya.
I don't go for
as part of their 120 days promise no. So muba President Mahama say Ghana Oba Obeyano. Also the next NDC government will abolish quota system. Mahama assures nursing training institutions. Unse na obeko nursing training na. It got to a point and now there's a quota because schools no almost some funny people many people na ko broso. Schools now infrastructure no school infrastructure intimi cater for the students. President Mahama did politics with it. Say no. And say yes sir. Now because of say omu sika also omu tuya na nursing training allowances na buy no the quota system aba. No na order that o. Oba no oko nursing training institutions ni na ko promise oba obekam na wa allow almost say omu obi apuso ko nursing training dey also because hospital crowd also you hear more nurses. last year and this year, the Minister of Health asked state a nursing training teacher trainees, there's an order that they should go according to quota by their mom. In fact, the minister even gave warning to college principals adhere to admission quotas or face sanctions. It is about announcing say ebia quota no, they are doing something about it. Now command for I disagree because in the end they are giving the principals warning and say so man now buying quota or their mom no. There's quota system. Sanction. Let me quote the minister. Say, in fact, everybody must strictly adhere to whatever regulatory agencies will determine. Whether the ministry will determine. Whatever the ministry will determine, so that you don't give admissions based on your own parochial interest.
We don't kind of be. Wait this year.
Yes.
But Prof can't last year.
No, last year so there was a quota system.
Okay.
Google here, quota system last year. Nothing in term. Your chairman can this year go one say also last if I look at 2 stories now say last year some principals admitted beyond what the ministry gave them.
So meeting Peter's quite can say. No make HM say in terms of the marks allocations, the announcement stage will even attract a marks. And what he's saying is phone no cry doors. Because it is
announcement. There will be an announcement. It should be 2 or 1.
It's their intentions.
Okay.
It's their intentions. And the 2.9.
And they announced Women's Bank last year. Women's Bank and feature. A feature I'm almost on my allocation of 50 million last year.
No, it didn't go.
Correct. The announcement.
You give a max.
Everybody's wrong.
Everyone wants. So all the announcement stages per your analysis.
And then mama, this year, next year, announce all your points in South now on the more max 7%, 7 over 10.
And when I'm the car say, Messaku school be.
Because it's you.
Prof, be generous.
Women's Bank last year or announced so 50 million alcohol. Skebianko. This year, was I announced to say 400 million, 150 billion as Women's Bank. And so secretary cry and setting up. Not even one city. It is will be an announcement of a project or a policy. I'm in 4 months there. And you can 100 you know announcing in now. 9 over 10.
So your people go down zero.
Because you saw mobile code of conduct a EBR must establish robust code of conduct.
But would be say present level 400 students every year licensure exams no September.
You see?
September.
So the cancellation they didn't cancel.
No,
they didn't cancel.
It's an announcement. The committee we said minister cry a charge of cost financial law. Yes, because up to a committee now ima alovi.
Kwame Alovi.
On the committee no. Announce no.
Kwame Alovi.
So Kwame Alovi. Kwame Alovi. You are right. Emmanuel Kwame Alovi. The Ministry of Education announced this during the inauguration of the newly reconstituted board of the Emmanuel Kwame Alovi.
The first headmaster of community.
Kwame Alovi na
Kwame Alovi one
teacher union.
Kwame Alovi na President Mills. I'm on my year and headmaster. Otuam secondary school. And they say no say is on retirement. And I say Ghana Education Council as I think say chairman. Kwame Alovi as any year can. Okay. Pastor Peter.
Hey, Prof.
I said the name of Peter.
Oh yeah, why are they?
Zalope my team is a bossala.
Ampa introduce you where you know o campaign no make contribution.
The way in the year.
And then in case na
you know the research.
Yanko.
On the governance you know. Muma and Mark we are famous next he has to improve on governance you know. How do also go near zero governance. Check all the state institutions. Institution bang and or improve on in terms of practice, even meeting even standards. Is it Yoko? And I say, President Mama promise say, Onuabem, Oba, proper free speech, on a media person, a member of DJ, into Oba, proper free speech, or say the era of true media freedom will return if I am elected President Mahama. True media freedom. And then the rate at which yata tantrum 12 individuals or social media near a been see that to the extent say see a chill crowd so very conditions they don't borrow
about them bill conditions about them.
Now, me and madam for a NSS, they are on the 650 million Ghana cedis. Bill condition.
You for the man.
650.
And 850.
It's your corner, I'm cutting 650.
It's 850.
Not 650 crowns. 650 years, my man's name.
650 million.
That is over.
I just said that's a brand more. Don't say that's the ancient of ages. Rock of ages. Come on a bit. That's really what money. Him be was rock of ages. Clap for me. Let's go. Why not? Kafra, I'm watching the movie.
Because I'm not very careful. No, let's go.
Meet me compare. That
Oh, but I'm saying, and it's one. So some of them they are worried though. I met a few of them. I'm saying, but also.
I will agree to account myself publicly.
Mr. so
Alex, if you are so account
oh, Alex, okay.
Alex, if you account I'm a body, you know, as at enrich.
They are worried.
Yes.
Because
publicly.
Yes. Sir, if you are miracles, I say, may buy. Most say, more action over 55 million in Simbi. Or buy quite or say, 55 million crown a year in the sun once in the hour. Apparently, some 5 million case be now. So 5 million case. Now command the bill, I'm on 50 million Ghana cedis bail. 2 sureties, 3 sureties, 2 to be justified.
My main card didn't make sense. But my main son can't be a criminal. Say, will be a sadian. Share a be a dining bit in the bidiaba, but profit and contact. AESL. AESL for less of value or dino. And Sana. There was a Dana would did be a 10 million, but 8 years of about should be company 6 million. Prof, 8 years of 4 charges, approved charges, 0.5% of the value of your property.
So 50 million. Yes. You have to pay.
Please. Anima air question. President Mahama should be very careful because on my you pay 0.5% of the value of your property. And you approved, and you also, you remember, you first a receipt. But, Prof, 0.5% of 50 million, and you say 250,000 Ghana cedis. But you won't calculate money.
250,000.
0.5% of 250,000 Ghana cedis.
You pay to Sarah Crawford.
You pay 250,000 Ghana cedis to AESL for them to go and value it for you. Now, and then what documentation, you know, what they are called first a land commission for verification. You know, so charges were. Let me paint a picture. Emma will be who and near my year come say.
And IRPP will have to do a search to see over the period.
Yes,
Sika Sena ACL.
AESL.
Anya.
Okay.
It's something we have to do.
Martin. Check. Many permission by Mecca. Oh, that be I am ready to be chairman. I said, Prof.
Because this win,
Prof. A dire court. Chairman to me, your court. And your match chairman to me bill conditions. You can't in our bomono. Now, also being about 60 million Ghana cedis. Bill condition. Now you did a crop on the account one. Let's say a couple of your 80 million. Bill condition is satisfied. Chairman to me a back court that day. Chairman to me a back court that day. Not Chairman to back of Bobbesia. Men, I'm going to mean the permission by Mecca. Not Chairman to me a Bobbesia.
about 150,000 Ghana cedis. Not the back court that day. Several conditions, no, was a bit ya. Na ya was I discano at the ama lawyer for say, or Monfan could this age man. Your poor, yeah. Court 1 and court 4, I say satisfy both bill conditions. So I want to be sick 150,000 or couple beside the bind. Scanning so. Let me, I will put it maybe cannabon tiny. I'm a beer who's a baby and I'm meba. Would you Billy? And now, you, in fact, you were caught. Scanning so. When the mini be. Enti, I was such a man to me. A friend would be. I will Nana Kufado office. Never pellet to pine. And now most to try mobilize kakra at the buy. That day, not about me, so to pine. No courtroom. Prof. Muntio. No courtroom. I had to reach out to Dr. Baumia. Say, baby, I didn't dream ye now. Scan Elson. And was all really that missing eye. And was it sad, ya. Or Beccache Antonia Bay Fakabu. Maybe body as I make an end. 5 minutes time, I reach out to Kabu. Then I reach out to Kabu. Nakabu so Panaka in Sadia. And also the tree boom. And the kick, Kabu so didn't boom. And was Copeka Cadibaye and what the best source. And then, Chairman, a dia or one, a brought 12 million Ghana cedis. As well to be found at the Japadier, and you know. Eti ye diakon yaba baby a Moses abo obi Yakopon Shrano. As Moses abo. Eti eye me come ko basa the courtroom and na that time to the chairman was worried because it's kind of swing. Day before chairman was going to mount the docket. And na minya confirmation say I don't know scandal a crowd by bit the acquire around so. And I'm a man signal say chairman you must sort it out bia and sana who he will sigh of relief and no call docket. Eti what you say? You say you more be 50 million a year. And you said Nanaka can order bow or say a book, you know, book 50 a 500,000 Ghana cedis. AESL. AESL. Agricultural and the architectural and the Mura for you know. Architectural measure this year. We are now a land commission for verification. Yes, you have to pay. It's what the beer on the catcher will say, I deal with before we can evaluate it, it take you 2 weeks. And then 1 week can send you an evaluation. And you know, I thought we fast track you know. And you may go through
the higher bill at the moment.
You yes.
The higher amount.
And your man will build condition now. And
650 million a year or boy. 650. So 1%. Who say? Who say? 0.5. 0.5. Say.
0.5% of them. 1% of 600 million. ASA. 6 million.
It's at least 1 to 3 million.
Yes. It's all quite also times cannot. 3 million. Bag make a diwachi.
3 million.
Prof, enough from Adia. Me say Adia question. I am Medros. Let me tell me trouble check my quota. So there was Dennis the Dennis one not about many years ma. Yeah, appointed of the party. By the time we were to Pine, now we say he was under investigation. But why? Dennis the Gominas was the 1 week. Because I talked to him. No. Saturday when he won. It was the 1 week. What was it?
You see, nobody's against
arrest. Also, reality, I hate you, bro.
Nobody is against an arrest. In fact, Obidi or Maisika go after the person. This is not the first. One is the chairman for. Kufoba or chairman for. What you say? Atamos ba or chairman for. Akufado ba or chairman for. Is it just the money mama saba bi no beti obia. There's nothing wrong.
Anti-AESL Architectural and Engineering Services Limited.
For the state, right?
It's for the state.
Then we need to get how much.
Yeah. And this is by the calculation
on that.
Yeah, Prof. You're chairman for that. but a BC not even under PNDC and a che political opponent you could try almost dying the better one to say where you proceeds of crime.
Okay. What make around know about the big maca?
Yeah, wouldn't say a dubahin. You're quite the Attorney General, Minister of Justice, or also a Justice Minister, no. I be a press conference. They say the proceeds of crime nibi, and they say ofa.
Oh yeah, Chado. Okay.
Mefe, and then they war. Papa ne dia, and omde yoko ne court a yoko board who say omo freezy dining.
Yes.
And now follow a new view. You know why? Apparently the man had a system. Say be a profit so soon there. Me now go be omo yebi. Obeje no see amount. What you are kakra we are there man company do ya no see that man
okay
it almost no go say or company be o see that man for no say dining na e dia no dey you
some kind so o adan say o adan 21 e wo yare
court many how do call court that now that's a go no charge no court this last week many how do call court for here do one case no proceedings no who dem say the lead prosecutor at the time no one who attended the Gina Abontinia press conference. The one was sad dying here in Nino. Now, a friend investigate an actual to Mayfair to even signal to the banks to confirm that Dana any day and answer any day and Sika World Bank now. It's not any Gina Abontinia now to say these are proceeds of crime. A BC that in our photo in history. Yenikoma
Hanan. Hanan, let there be a watermelon, meaning it's hard dying. Our crime will pay. Only a quarter and the investigation.
Yes,
by Yoko. Stay away. And then now you seek to demonize people, humiliate them, and then just say, Emma, or my new who say, we'll move your money for Bonifon. Abraham, Moko Court was one, no Johnny Free. Court, no. And for part of the pleadings, in fact, during cross examination, attack here bizarre. The Yoko investigator and say, I tell you now, a press conference. No can say also on your way and on Kasam onim near attending. But the court also agreed to say, and part of pleadings were court to my attach alcohol. Yaluti also we see no. You see
what I say? You
see, so on look of fire, then I have to see.
It's a court to say,
the judge, I was there. It wasn't part of the pleadings in court. So I can't no go there.
And so they should sue the person.
How press conference now so these are proceeds of crime.
What's a multicolored suit? I bet
yes, I meanwhile, you go come you check Kwame Peprao. You could try to die on Laboni, but trouble to say,
I'm not getting next year. Laboni, the Diani Hun.
Yet, Victor Solomon. Actually, this is those days now. Quality grade. The then chief of staff, Nana Atodazi, no account. Court acquitted and discharged him. If you could try that time, you could try and die. The better one say crime near cause no. This the process of crime. You have not proven it. You know what you have done to him to the man in the bush. The court acquitted and discharged him. Let you open you. Or we could try and die but trouble to say these are proceeds of crime.
Oh, you should be professional.
And then finance minister, no in a court. Ato,
no, the property, the property.
Oh yes.
The property.
We could try the property. And the better one say the proper Dr. Rufo, no in a court. You could try and hold this need better one say proceeds of crime.
The boxing promoter. Me a day, you free UK eba. Yeah, and torrent of about 10 people who not business class. Ever that first class hotels or ban a promoter. You could be like a fact.
The money be say or process of buy some Omuyajuma.
And American.
Tomorrow is pregnant.
And now tomorrow is about so you said when you about
the new Auditor General reporter Abba. I feel I'm in the parliament. Miss any copy.
One send them
so one kind.
Who send them
out? Mess any amount.
And we
really fear. Who share the new Auditor General reporter Abba Bontinia? I call parliament.
Why? And notice this
property is a subject of local investigation. Keep off. Me fanto so my prof me the better one.
Yeah.
And then we prepare free ho.
Because the owners went to court and got them almost see one omako yi.
Any unprofessional.
Yes. Oh, also the two. Fatu now. Yes, Fatu. Mama said no. Because me na foul panu. No. This is what they did to innocent people.
Was it ACL? ASL.
0.5 prof.
Me say o man ko for no baako. But they should prepare. Prof, who shared the Auditor's General Report? I mentioned now. Page 41. Notice, yes. This property is a subject of Yoko investigation. Keep off. Into Obi or Tinifie. Sa papa yi. Or this kind of bread, Obi company will see the animal. And that way, and yet, a do one here. The company is Simano. And it is done. Nipa bebre omoye say companies no okuko hu omo omo ska no mo si dan na ma omo wi a dan na enye omo dia o e wo dia enti so ukoche the owner of that company but wetin me now ukofa sa property we say e ne process of crime why papa na obi ne yire obi atuka no akonya say designer me watch efe pa ye me na me toy enti so we chi me now say me process of the crime ni bi ni me watch now the beto abontina the papa. Meanwhile, Prof. Auditor General's report. Forest Plantation Development Fund Board, the Adiomoye. Nadachi. We noted, or the auditors, that the board disbursed grants totaling 2.840,000 Ghana cedis to 5 companies as financial assistance for the development of forestry plantation. However, our audit inspection disclosed that the beneficiary companies did not own any plantations as claimed in the application letters. Omo diska koma obi a only plantation no into Ochinabi say aban sesa na saa nkofo ye ko che omo na on purpose zo ma wo ye be gu abontene a ebe yo mo da na.
But they don't sell the test report. Some MMD omo fa financial statement ko.
Omo fa nko.
Ebi ni ho for them to be assessed. Omo fa nko.
Ebi ni ho because me say enya no nko an that same auditor see obi plantation for no omo board ni board ne ba ama omo plantation ni bi so omo nkodua ama board ni ba ko de ne omo ne ba ko asate se o tueska eni bi ukọ wadanfo Dr. Andy Osei Okra the Tree Crops Development Authority 2025 audit report here. Our audit disclosed that management paid a certain allowances totaling 358,000 Ghana cedis to board members instead of approved allowance of 257,000, resulting in an overpayment of 106,600. We also noted that the management paid a total of 519,000 to the board members as transportation allowances instead of 254,000, resulting in an overpayment of 265. My point is say Bonnie omo mo kwa show mo property in pictures and process of crime. Yes. Is that how President Mama will want to live nane legacy ebeye? Say ye chi obi an invitation po ye say you charging him po in court po. Invitation keke. Na ye invite obi a na yakotwa ne dan. Na da beto abontene. Say we wieska the Ghana phone na mo show ska no wi an ebini. And now aban we buy omo appointees ACC omo to top. A bit 3, 4 within any election time ye be interior min ko ho. E dan ya omo to top. Kwa omo fast omo to toy. Ye lifestyle auditor. Can they survive? Namu de ye obi under President John Dramani Mahama. And he is happy. Lifestyle audit about the man Nimubi. Will he be happy? Would they qualify?
They can't qualify.
President Mahama, Benisa, or say, under him, no business or radio station will be closed. Or promise say, under him, no radio station will be closed.
ɛnɛ want to me radio station which aha yɛ ti kura radio station yɛatum under bizarre circumstance.
Yes. Mameka Kumasi deɛ no. Kumasi deɛ no.
Kwame ɔha yɛ nya time nyɛ NPP
no sen ka me call.
Because
I said mama
Tebi ya no tiefo. Kumasi deɛ no. Kumasi won to me radio. Na also mo ye payment bi omo eye bibi no omo kwaje permit bi free NCA ho. Etu ye payment na wo sa permit na NCA for 2 Kumasi radio station omo say we say we yes I didn't via you have to notify them say why enti Kumasi anko notify NCA for you nti no matum NCA
no we also notify over can sometimes we know some man if I say aeroplane maybe a fan
aviation
on waves no
yes that is how it is you trust so yanya bone unlike yes Kumasi dey understand it ye die ade omo ne kunto kwari out ma almost 1 year almost say baby a mask ni sie no ye mask ni si assurance ho baby e brikwan no so no e ho le sie na ye nkoyi firi ono mo mbra se kuntun se side ho baby meanwhile asase a be 10 meters square ya no baby sie no ye ne class FM ye ne class FM say do agongo radio station ni TV station omo master no e ho le sie e bom sen o we de ni ni asase no within 10 meters square ho na emi ni na ye die sie e ho na Accra radio station TV station ni na e ho le sie e so mo si ye nko tuye die no dey fa ma low line area because Accra a low line area below sea level it we ya e be ye dey say ubenya signal na kesam na kwa ekiri it ye die ye nko fa mesi ya said e be ye bie radio station na kokumlemle fo nko na betie
bako so mun TSK notification
Kumasi de no yeah neka
to utia wi a
no wasa be ka akire
me de ma wo asma si me tia ma na utia MTN na auto creditor utia wi a o san the first matter
abrand mami bi no o tu be jai ni kunu in fact mo kan che ani ko te wo jai ni kunu ni se ni kunu headmaster I was JSS and an bad school fees ka why you say Edward that one first school fees na man ye babo ne ba ni ko school fee Edward ne ba ni to school fees na we headmaster no wa bo ne ba no adanya na se me be fi no me kan che me say with school fees ka after what a papa na ne ba no ya wasam see Edward that one farmer
nzeni mo ati ara ai sa
papa na bu no obo ne ba fe fa na ne say na wo ye jibi fo ye dipa boni ni meja
o go on fa na dro
wa fa drampa ya trust me wa che wa nya wo three cards no aka 10 minutes
yes sir
o ti fie o da chesa ade
o de
TikTok abuse so
ai Camilla Alasa
ene MPP nsensem no kura hia me
ko MPP nsensem
okay o de
na bi say asem bi
mi wa omo ba o nsem wa Asante region tai hwe mi wa omo ba yi o hwe cases a omo discontinue da o hwe cases a omo discontinue a o e ka o minor sika o minor hwere no prof me so say me send we ma now you calculation the mame hwe Unibank case go any the alleged amount na ye involved 5.7 billion Ghana cedis
for Unibank one
almost say omo jai because omo nyamu 60% go in cash impo there's an arrangement out here the attorney general is not able to produce how the 60% the so-called 60% or recover
why they no
Unibank
correct for
who agreement
5.7 billion so the 60% of 5.7 billion correct about 2 billion ashe omane hano
there
share Cocoa Board open case no 271 million Ghana cedis ye jai ashe share atu force ne ambulance no 13.5 million Ghana cedis and also ashe because oma discontinue case no over snakes.
Omo discontinue.
They discontinue.
The current attorney general.
The current attorney general.
Yeah, for
$15.3 million. Ashe. Yeah, discontinue. Sagleme. And look at it, or say the amount involved, no, it shouldn't have been the amount attorney general they call it, because records just said it was a lesser amount into a giant. If it was a lesser amount, go after the lesser amount.
At the end, $200 million.
Yeah.
And yes, so we see 5,000 housing units.
Yes.
Yeah, just as an amount.
Yes.
We could see 1,135 housing units, and was spending $195 million. And out to the see 1,135 instead of 5,000. They are kind of you don't call to a president. How much you need in continent fee?
Yes.
Now, will be $12 million, $13 million, $65 million Ghana cedis. Yenya no. Now you go chase 10 million. Yenya no. Na go chase will be two. You would say Sky Train say $2 million. Professor Mia confirmed them $2 million. Professor Mama say yenya $12 million. Ho. You go chase $2 million. Because what time?
That's aura.
Now ready your back. Now you be pretty for. This is the real loot. Yes, this is the real loot. Omo loot to a minor. Na nyame one no montana se ne MPP mbra. Na the mu ye die. Omo kokwa na because no account. Because say a process of crime no. Process of what it omo dan. We be to omo dan.
E dan a omo bi omo ministers omo toto abrochiri na ibi nyina
na me ncha de omo dan so ni abrante ba ka no deputy minister akoto dan ka small one bi wo US ye no nyina ye ni e be koso yo process of crime yeah one you be process of crime videos process of crime in pictures and videos
yeah now adam for unim OSP unim sika
meaning that for
unim sika o chesi charge be you for 20,000.
20,000.
Now for 4-5 years. She have managed to get no. Oh, I didn't go. Areho. Hey, Kwame. MPP need tribunal and sensem. Tribunal and sensem ne there. Purely. Yeah, me do am in tia say. NDC. Oh, me be ma prof. Tribunal almost say. Almost for failure constitutional provisions say constitution say or say regional tribunals. But it's part of the court system. It will be different from the court system because we share recommendation omo bill omo about parliament na omo pass na. Yeah, no want to TV say this omo come twin so omo ntie omo. Continue to say omo constitutional amendment committee na omo etie no I catch them say sa provision no I work constitution no ye nyim free ho ama the committee no I agree with them that it should be taken out because open fast track court cases are before time nya specialized courts land court fast track high courts yeah na first no court o kasa na e chro computerize na o kasa say o kasa na computer a man cases na e ko fast no. You can create more regional high courts to handle cases, not lawyers and handle. But when you are doing say, a different arrangement to be. We say there will be one lawyer and then 2 other members. Into higher, it might be far prof. Yeah, before go down. They don't be far. I can't lawyer no. Lawyer na chairman.
NDC lawyer.
Oh, yeah, of course. Now, Omo appointed
and the no NDC lawyers.
There won't be any judge.
The lawyer is the judge.
Omo na bet na case na Omo determine criminal offense why no. Ne oyebua o for anase be judge.
And then yes civil matter. Criminal offense which leads to incarceration.
Yes.
Go for your education on this.
Prof. Ya wajuma ye na nyame ado be adwani nyina. Tribunal. One day time ni ho nyame ado next week maybe telephone lines no. Emma wo mo mo nyini kakra no. Omo share experience, omo tribunal experience with us.
Yes.
Enipa besu.
na asɛmɛsi kurom ha o
prof they said ye ka said they asabo to say we wia aban sika and then na akufo ado ye de ye fa wo normal court system no tribunal 49 days te do call ya within 2 months no mu do watu.
Now can you imagine say obi a onye lawyer na a lawyer abegino no so be defending a client a legal argument near there, how would the person appreciate Nyoma Okakama? In any case, one you careful so the two non-lawyers can always override the lawyer because that's a almost take a decision now two number one side against the lawyer.
Oh, mommy composition idiot.
Lawyer back.
Me young question. Akolanas.
What you say? Peter. Yentem Embrenaso.
Aso.
Embrenaso. Man ko me here composition. We have no day. Anyway.
One more.
A tribunal dear.
And the committee observed that apart from lawyers, the bill does not specify the qualification required for the panel members. Some members were of the view that the bill should prescribe minimum qualification, but majority of the committee decided that proceedings, documentary evidence, and other communication necessary for the effective discharge of their functions should not be necessary. They were of the opinion the panel system was intended to encourage broad public participation, regardless of educational background. So their conclusion is that so even if you won't go to school than poor, you can be selected to be part of the committee.
I was saying, chairman qualification must be a lawyer qualified to be a justice of the High Court. You qualify to be a justice of the High Court by number of years our practicing. That's all.
But they go through rigorous training.
And there was a panel members selected by the Chief Justice. They may or may not be lawyers, but they must be persons of high moral character and proven integrity. And no. Moral character, relative.
No way near person.
No way near person. No way. Yes. In the passing. 3 years before the man did the day home. That last day, you ever pass it, and I'm going to withdraw it. Minority working out, but insignificant.
Opposite of whatever. Across one.
Sure, my main job will be to set up in the tribunals. School them, Biasi.
Now, all citizens should be there today. They are sittings.
You look at 49 days, you know. There are some tools who say pair.
You see, and day hearing of the mining and related cases by tribunal. It is the case in tools where they be also 95.9. But in any case, if you want to make case, normal court, say daily apart from days, be that
what 3 out of 4,
5, sometimes 4. It's open, expeditious trial. You can still get it from the normal system.
I agree, but yes, first, you know, there was only one high court. Fine, said high court there. There's only one high court in Ghana.
Yeah,
but you were Kumasi and Asante region. High court over never could never Kumasi.
Yes.
Etino, one more war of Boise side, one year the Adeno, Omunya cases are Penimu, Ahoma Chen, no sim, no Bakumasi. And now my high court, I said, the quiet, say. It's almost what that enclave no adance one year, letting you know, Omu Kumasi. Tomoko. Say President Muhammad did say your backlog do baby, it is some year Juma. Open more courts. High court no, open baby can. 50 can on the yarn and
yes.
Nanako for this more than 100 measureless was more than 100 courts.
Many shall also worry about the word tribunal. I did. What is our word no pokra now? And when you're comfortable, but tribunal too. But this is a background of individuals ever formed for this. Asamo.
Patrol, what's the I can't 3 minutes.
Sir.
Asamo.
But now non-lawyers would they even appreciate court proceedings and how I see judicial system MPPs and seminal party reorganization now said so far no share cases are abba
yes for this 140 courts, high court and magistrate courts, 140. 140 adenta de yamu adenta circuit court na Akufo DC but hampo no bi dey yabem o say 60 district courts 60 bungalows for judges.
Yeah. So ADB no crampo and
Peter yanko.
And we no what's our packet court no.
Sure, a busy that. What by 10?
Yes, say
7 at a go, then 3 at a go. Now,
wouldn't say
to make it 21
days are President Kufuor time. Almost say packing the court. No, Supreme Court on my exceed 16 that.
Not yeah, the people are going to be calm. Just as afraid.
No, me say even Kufuor almost packing. I got no more. They say Kufuor was packing the Supreme Court, The Supreme Court justices are near at the time, and it never exceeded 16.
Now I'm call retirement.
I know, or the other shape.
Or because more retirement. Yeah. No, I replace it.
Yes.
It's an echo for which match I say, we'll call retirement the way they said and line. We'll call retirement the way they said. Now, about Mahama Bear President 2025. Now, Supreme Court Judge Bianco retirement. And on this 7 for can.
Yes.
Opposition was a bro. So, in fact, having a do to be what? Oh, maybe having a do voice. The video.
Now, where's the
yeah, what I say. Now the Akufo didn't judges we back on 3 days as he has forgotten about its implication on the national press.
Yeah.
And then the national press in Libya and the President Mahama Ediba 21 unprecedented in the history of Ghana.
Yes.
Packing the court.
Yes. No, vetting or you are challenging the constitutionality.
Yes.
Or no one say the 1992 constitution said it should not exceed 10. It's our cost to Quran, it should be 10 or 11. I think about the 16 no, it's on the high side, they didn't see that. And then
21. 21 and counting. Because we
that's why, and you're on Kwang. We appointed 31 appeals court judges.
Yes.
And over another 30 something. Last year, listening to what happened. High court judges.
Packing the court.
Yes.
What can opposition say? NDC for lawyer for ready. Say for be president or domina ebeko court. What can opposition?
Yes.
Say they should be ready to take up appointment as judges. John Mahama. And that's how do you see Obedenya justice or my name? Obedenya. Peter.
Enti MPP in Semania.
MPP just NBN.
Oh, Asante region hold on say, oh, you see, Asante region, a one party in a funuma. The new Bekosu Biano, a being here as a party, any Beko. It was all share crampona out of the 23 constituencies now, almost a car or some year.
So Asante.
No, the whole Ghana, Asante that cut 6. Now 6, no, baby, how no pie Bantama. Obuasi West there. You can't want some last week. Kakra.
I branch local independent.
Local independent.
The son needs of money to and they say
straight away.
Only price was
straight away.
Say amnesty na party the man. Party nika say wako independent.
Yes.
Next was samba. I was so chokata. It has to take you 2 years.
Yes.
And your blanket you know terms and conditions.
Yeah.
And you must adhere to it.
You see, there are some individuals region one man na equity problems. Me a report of the Constituency Appeals Committee of the Command region is set a committee chaired by Ben Kwache and Kwame Adom, regional secretary, Shadrach Obey Yeboah, also lawyer. Lawyers, 3 lawyers. Menya was it intercepted report on all the constituencies.
Okay.
No. A copy.
Why intercepted?
Aye.
Labon
been a dumb boy. In fact, not yet 10 constituencies, but actually, to me, settle be easily, as I'm thereby. Now, share the panel actually recommended say that Kofi Apeni should not be allowed to contest. Share almost say Apeni or by a committee, his position was that during the 2024 parliamentary election, the party had a parliamentary candidate for the constituency, but there were concerns concern existed that significant number of party supporters were dissatisfied with his candidature. So, following discussion among some party senior officials, he agreed to contest as an independent candidate to help retain those votes for the broader benefit of the party. He mentioned Honorable Ayu Efriye, the member of parliament for Afijase Asokore constituency, as someone who can attest to that what he has stated. So Honorable Ayu Efriye also confirmed same on phone during the sitting of the panel. Say now some people were dissatisfied with the candidature of NPP candidate Nana Obuasi West. Some party prefer to catch or no say ongoing independent.
Party from Penny would be
yes
with the approval of the national.
No. The regional election committee, yes, all the appeals, also I recommend say he should not be allowed to contest
this time around.
Yes.
Okay.
So he doesn't qualify.
And independent.
But of course it was 2-1.
But 2-1 is 2-1.
It's still 2-1. The panel, by a majority decision, uphold the disqualification of Kofi Owusu, Joseph Nadenenkov and Kofi Apieni for the reasons stated in the report of the Constitutional Election Committee. The majority panel is of the view that if the independent candidate of Kofi Apieni and the supporters were allowed as a result of a decision by a party as asserted by the third appellant and affirmed by the Honorable Ayu Efriye, then the party must specifically exempt them from the application of the party constitutional provision on forfeiture. And they say, or allow them then go for forfeiture part in every constitution anymore. But some way, somehow, somebody wrote to him, said he should be allowed to contest. That's a research officer did also. Region.
Now, the research officer with that mandate?
No. And now on no quite say research officer man let us say contest it. In Jema allow me contest. Jema allow me there. And the 2 to 2.
Number so research officer. Oh, okay. Research officer or mandate there. Research officer. By Yansan can say about 1 year to now from police station, constituency, regional, urban, national. Electoral area coordinator, minimum. A national organization.
Yes. Yes,
national organization. National what committee.
Yeah.
Representatives. No money. Yeah. So the committee is accountable to national.
Yes.
To national the idea back. We should not seek to go contrary to the national aye. Say Bibi on a Montiasia a party back. I don't need
internal crampo.
What I say. It's the end the mummy Peter, your time national.
Okay,
your time national.
And I can make a Fidakwabre, Diana.
Fidakwabre.
Oh, I maybe Casa Body Constituency.
Now, if Fidakwabre is.
If you just set it east. If you just set it east.
If you just set it east. Say almost so much. You know, say.
But the main, one candidate be a court. A court, and a court a fine, 5,000. So court fine, and a one could or say, according to him, or court panel, or say, the MP, Madame Mavis in Casabodi, so between man and went here. It will appear before the regional election committee, Obi no chop things on go to us. I can on part on Tiniquan say, Yamana contest.
No, just come
court. Or sit ne MP Caso Bitia, MP Nentia. And a committee came a bar conclusion said, so be the court car. It has nothing to do with the party. And so that person should be allowed to contest. Now, what the court to car? Anybody who constitutes was some permanent. So, what the court to car? Aye. Now, the court to car if I'm home. Or the court to car content not to. And never go home. Oh, who create unnecessary tension?